Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to this Path to Ascension spin-off that we're doing, which is titled The King of the Depths. My name is Josh, I use he, him pronouns, and I shall be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some rather lovely people who are bringing back some very well-known and well-loved characters. I'm going to get them to introduce themselves now and who they are playing, and I'm going to start off with Talia.
Hello, my name is Talia, she, her, and I am playing Zinmoira Lithram, she, they, Dampier Grave Cleric, Pontifex of the Church of Kalemvor. Literally keeping the spark of a disappeared god alive by sheer force of will and a fancy bracelet. And has gathered her fine companions with her people that she knows and trusts implicitly to go and help deal with that fucking asshole who would not die. We're just gonna go to his face and kick his face in, and repeatedly, and then take his face and shove it up with the shove his face up his asshole until he really bleeds to death. And
on behalf of the Pontifex, we'd like to apologise. She's very busy at the moment and has a lot of feelings going on. She will happily respond to your letters in a while. So if you could just wait.
Just have to
shut the door. Just
technical difficulties bit come up.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's me. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Moving on from that lovely introduction, we have Evie.
Hello, I'm Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Arcana, who also uses she, her pronouns. Arcana is a half-astral elf, artificer, artillerist, and also an inquisitive rogue from beyond the stars of a world that has been destroyed, who now has some shadow minions to help keep tabs on this plane of existence, some WMDs back home that we're not gonna bring to this mission, whatever it is, but just so you know, they are there. And I have my lovely, cuddly arcane cannon Barbara ready to help at a moment's notice, who may or may not have gained sentience. We'll see.
We shall find out. And then moving on from that, we have Scarlett.
Hello, I'm Scarlett with she, they pronouns, playing Hera, also she, they pronouns, the reborn warlock, who just will help. She'll just be here to help. Kalemvor is a bro, so, you know, gotta get the fighting in.
As we found out in the last campaign, is very good at looking through walls.
Love a wall. Love a peepins.
We also have Tom.
Hello, I'm Tom. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Amaryllis Giftig, who uses she, her pronouns. Amaryllis is haggling, so usually with hags, they have children in very interesting ways. She was actually made from love, and that's odd. And that even they were told, you know, you're very beautiful, but eventually you'll get your powers and become a hag, and that'll be great. And then she went, no, I don't want that. I don't want to hurt people. She is a wizard, and she's a necromancer, and is Zenmoira's ward, I guess, got very quickly adopted and is now, well, as you saw in the roleplay, has basically been brought in to be like, cool, you're helping. You're doing good work to make sure everyone's okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Also, I have a hat. I know what you're thinking, but Snufkin has a yellow scarf, so I'm not cosplaying a Snufkin. Also, I think knows all these other characters, so it's a nice reunion. I will make some sandwiches. We're going on an adventure. Hooray.
Down the yellow brick road, is Dorothy coming?
I hope so. I hope I don't get set on fire.
And then finally, the reason why I left this person till last is because of the character they're playing. We have Nat.
I don't know what you mean, Josh. Hi, I'm Nat, she, her, and I am playing the most ethically forward and trustworthy Doctor of Magical Science, Dr. Elith Nura Doroni, usually known as Nura, who has not killed anyone recently. So I don't know why everyone is upset.
Yet.
Not on this plane of existence.
It doesn't count if it's across the stars.
What happens in Ragnora stayed in Ragnora, all right?
When Ragnora comes back to you, bitch.
She tried and we fought her back.
Do we have to? We can go on a separate mission afterwards. We need to schedule
It's fine,
it.
she's dealt with. She was stopped. We've got our own apocalypse happening here.
We've done Ragnar here. We can do this thing here. We can maybe do Ragnar in Ragnar's own dimension later, but this is not the time.
Okay, boss.
Yeah. Anyway, before we get into all of this, we have some sponsors and supporters we'd like to thank. We are proud to be sponsored by Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice, which I have right here. And if you use the code Roll Together, all caps, at checkout, you can get yourself 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms. If you type in exclamation point code into chat right now, you'll get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest, which you can use to get items to power up your heroes as you collect them and battle through waves of monsters for free on various different devices, including fridges and freezers and microwaves, if you have the smart kind. We are also proud to be supported by Homie&theDude. They are a TTRPG group that make various different supplement books, not just for D&D, but for all kinds of different types of TTRPGs. They've got The Wandering Tavern and Scorched Basin, and if you want to check them out, you can follow the links in the chat or in the description below, and you can see if they have any other Kickstarters going on at this point. And if you're interested in buying any of their stuff, if you type in Roll Together, all caps at checkout, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Roll Together HQ because the kobolds need the goat, by following all of the links in chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like, so we know what to make more of for you. In our last group of sessions, we've had a bit of a fight around Neverwinter with some Thayan beings and their shenanigans with trying to set up a large dread ring. We've also had some fights with some other planar, other timey-wimey beings. That's pretty much what everybody's been up to, who is in this cast right now. They've all been doing different things. That's Soul Survivors, and that's the current Path to Ascension campaign that we've been doing. You can go check all of those out on YouTube if you'd like to get yourselves caught up on all of that, or check out our wiki for more information on all of that. But we're diving straight into this because we want to get straight into the nitty-gritty of everything with Zinmoira, Hera,
Hero falls through a portal. It's like,
Hera's not even Hera anymore. Hera is best now.
actually, by this time of recording, there is another hero out there. He's just like, hey guys,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Amaryllis and Arcana have all been tasked with travelling down into the Underdark because there have been rumblings and minor tremors that have been causing Neverwinter to shake, and the Abale, the bee people who live in part of the catacombs, have been worried, have sent some scouts down to investigate further deep into the Underdark, and they have lost their scouts/drones to a strange melody that's playing under the ground, which instantly sent Moira's brain like, I know what that melody is. Jakarth has volunteered to stay at the church to make sure that everything is running smoothly, especially considering the fact that Zinmoira is the only person with their magical powers that is normally gifted to them by Kelenvor, because Kelenvor is dead, so all of the other clerics and paladins have lost their power. So Jakarth is currently looking after all of them. We come into the session as you have been travelling down into the Underdark for probably a day or so at this point, and you come to a underground lake, like a large, almost like an ocean, but it's a lake because it's underground, because I said so. And there is a small little fishing town down here. It hasn't got a name. but it is mainly populated with Duragar and Drow, and they are basically fishers who fish on the sea on this thing. And there's a boat that's been chartered to take you across to the other side. I'm going to get everybody to introduce what their characters look like as you step onto the boat, and I'm going to start off with Zin Moira.
Zin Moira is a reasonably tall elf with kind of sallow purplish skin. Possibly would have been a glossy light brown in life, but in their Dampiric undeath is just tinted. Eyes were blue, but of course with the undeath of Dampirism, purple again. I like purple, okay guys? I like purple, it's my favourite colour. Long, dark hair of a similar hue. Dressed in their battle garb with new weaponry, again, a very potent shield on one arm, a blazing, heroic's blood sword on their hip, various potions attached to them. The makeup is a little bit smeared. They never really got taught how to do it properly, and they can't see themselves in a mirror, so they kind of do their best. They know where their mouth is, and they know where their eyes are, and it's mostly just smearing. They are also now wearing the symbols of their pontifexery. They are essentially things that she found in a cupboard and decided that they looked cool, because there's never been a pontifex before. She just decided she was one, and all of the other heads of church basically said yes. So, she's got cool stuff. She looks cool, and she is, as usual, generally pissed at very specific people.
I mean, did they say yes, or did you just keep doing it? Because it seems like more it'd just be like, well, I'm in charge anyway.
I'm pretty actually sure that she said, this is what's happening. Yeah. And they all went, and then she rolled really high, and they all went, yes, okay. Someone who knows what's going on is in charge. And then she intimidated bullies until they decided to go and cry.
Also, the fact that you're the only one with magic now, out of all of the people who sort of worship Kellenmore.
I'm also going to say, she is very tired. She has spent a lot of time creating various magic potions and blessing water to become holy water, because she's the only one who can. So right now she's quite happy just on a mission somewhere.
Nice. Following you on the ship is Amaryllis.
So Amaryllis, again, like if we think of this thematically, like we see Zen Moira sort of like standing there, and the camera goes out and then goes down a considerable amount. Amaryllis is quite short, petite. Actually, she's filling out a bit because she's actually having good food for once. That Zen Moira's mother's taking good care of her. She is now, when people in bad like romance novels said, "Oh, she has the color of the skin of like crushed olive oil," Amaryllis does. It's the light green. She is as I said, she is a haggling, or technically hex blood used, but as I said, she's the child of two hags. Again, is wearing, basically she is dressed as a witch now. She has a black pointy hat, she has a long cloak, she has a little black dress, she has a sensible pair of boots, because of all the people who've taken care of her in the last few years, it has been, you need a sensible pair of boots. It's very, she would be a witch if there was more sort of witchy stuff to do. She has a large tome hanging off her belt, and green horns sticking out of a hole in the hat, which is always the thing about like the difficulty of getting the hat on and off, but you need to get in to protect yourself from the Underdark. She has offered to help Zen Moira with the makeup, but and has actually, I think the problem is that Zen Moira is like, does this look good? And Amaryllis honestly is like, yes, it does look good. And then other people will be like, it's smeared. And she's like, no, I think this looks great. I love my boss. And weirdly sort of like, I don't know how much time she, as a monster hunter, capital M, capital H. She spent some time in the Underdark fighting things. So she, and also as a little goth girl, she's like, yay, we're in the spooky lands. This is great. I can deal with this. And also, like, she's wearing a little satchel, and the satchel moves occasionally. That's fine, don't worry about that. There's nothing weird going on here. Everything's great. How are you?
Oh. Keeping the camera down quite low, we come across a fluffy looking... Is it fluffy? Is Barbara fluffy? Barbara is... Did we establish Barbara's fluffy or not?
Barbara is a crocheted masterpiece.
There we go. So we come across Barbara and Arcana next.
Cool. So Arcana is a half-elf of the astral variety who has naturally pink hair, kind of in a half-up, half-down do, lots of freckles, naturally pinkish purple eyes as well, and like a little gap between her teeth. She's kind of oily, to be honest, wearing overalls and just residual fluids that she wipes off occasionally. But it kind of gets everywhere. She kind of has a tool belt with like some shackles on it, a big bag that has like a very fancy lock, and a number of guns. But the main event, other than Barbara, who I'll get to in a second, is the big fluffernickel gun. It is a massive tricked out gun that has so many magical items and various whirring bits and stickers that it is terrifying. It's like as big as her. I don't know how she wields it. She has 8 strength. Who knows? The wonders of the multiverse. But she is currently tinkering with like a little crocheted heart that there's something hard inside of. And she presses the button, and Barbara, who is an arcane cannon, who is a crocheted penguin, who is kind of purpley with pink and a bit of white, with glowing pink eyes, and antlers that are also kind of veined with pink and kind of pulsate as she goes about her business. But Arcana just goes, go ah, and does the motion, and Barbara goes, mwah. And inside the little crocheted heart goes. As I retrieve my arm, I just say, now you know what to do with that, right? Mwah. I'm going to assume that means yes. You got this.
As you both walk on, you are followed lastly by Hera.
Okay. Hera is a reborn, very zombified looking lady with blonde hair under a hood. All the clothes are greys and pale greens, very dirty. At the bottom is just covered in soil. She smells like dirt most of the time. Hands are very dirty because as they're walking, probably picking up any kind of, oh, that's a mushroom, that's a good one. Putting it in the many satchels and the gardening little bits. It's basically a gardener with powers. Because why wouldn't you invite the gardener with powers? Any mushroom, any kind of sticky goo on the walls. Oh, just hoarding as they go.
This has probably been like heaven to you then, because your journey down there has been lots of fluorescent goo and glowing mushrooms that you can pick because they're natural light source down here. So you can pick loads. So your bag is currently glowing with all of the bits you've put in there.
Many pockets filled with goo, mushrooms, and good tiny bits of weeds, all in there.
As you all step onto the boat, one of the boat swains walks over to you. Durgar man, bald-headed, big, bushy white beard, walks over and is like, right, it's good to have you all on board. We're just getting the last of our gear on. The additional person that you invited is also here. They're down below if you want to go see them. We will be pushing off in the next 10 to 15 minutes, okay? I will warn you, even though this is an underground water source, when we get to the other side, it's very foggy over there. We don't know where this mist has come from, but it's spreading and it's quite alarming. So be prepared.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your gold. And he walks off.
I mean, to be fair, it's not my gold, it's the church's.
It's all good. It's all legal currency, and it's for the betterment of the city. So we're doing a proper quest, like a crusade, right?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I also went to the Almata folk and asked them, you want to go and sacrifice to help the greater good? And they went, sure, that's all we can do right now.
Yeah, that is, yeah, they've been asking questions about warlock pacts, and when they've come in and I've said, no, keep the faith, Clemvor will return. Amaryllis looks really, like, doubting in this, but it was like, cool, that's the party line, everything will return. Yeah.
Saying I've been touting the don't trust the gods for a long time, and I feel like, I'm not saying I told you so, but I am implying it.
But, so you're saying that science will never let us down, right? There's that...
Unless, you do it wrong.
Amaryllis nods sagely, like...
There's nothing wrong with warlock packs, I'm just saying. We're not all bad.
I'm not. I didn't say bad. It's just it's weird when like a large member of the clergy comes and was like, "Could I make a deal with the ocean?" I'm like, "Yes, but it's not a good idea." I mean, Clemvor loves you, and he's like, "Oh, I don't care." It's disheartening.
I mean, some of them want to make a pact with Clemvor, and I'm like, "Look, if you want to make a pact with Clemvor, just sit and wait for Clemvor to come back. Decide what you're doing. Don't." They're very wishy-washy, and half the paladins can't work out what their oath is anymore. The others are just... Let's go downstairs into the cabin. I am so tired.
I know you can't touch me, but I think I've tried to find like a way of not propping you up, but like with like I think she's got like a walking stick and a little bit of like hands that to you, and then being like, okay, yeah, we'll get things sorted. Do you know how long the journey's going to take? Did they tell us?
Should take a few hours, if well.
I go into not the moving satchel, but the other one, and I was like, well, your mum did pack us sandwiches, so we'll have something to eat while we're travelling. And look at Hera, and I was like, no, because I'm there for the dinner where Hera, you, make a charisma saving roll.
No!
You see food.
I had forgotten.
27. Ha
You don't eat Senmoria's mother's sandwiches out of my hand.
Nope.
Like an angry horse.
You resist the urge. Although the smell of whatever it is that they put on the wood of the ship to protect it from too much moisture getting into it, that smells nice.
Not eating the ship.
You say out of the blue. We're like, good, okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm also not planning on eating the ship. I don't.
Just you on linseed oils smells. Linseed oil does not smell nice.
No.
I have never tried to eat a ship in my life, and the little watchers goop onto my shoulders and just stare at me.
Yeah, I think on the journey we've got used to that. We're like, mm-hmm.
Yep. That, to be clear, that only happens when I'm lying. I'm deceiving.
We are pointedly not pointing this out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to knock on the door to the cabin going, be decent, we're coming in.
And as you make your way down, it is a door that you have to knock on to open to get into sort of like the main mess area where food and everything is prepared, and sat at one of the tables. What would you be doing while you're down there waiting, Nora?
I mean, I guess. Sat eating food if food is being offered. I don't know. Is it mealtime?
Yeah, they're preparing a meal. They like to prepare. They like to eat before they go on their initial voyage. So a mushroom soup has been prepared.
Ah, good. Liquids. Throwable.
And copious amounts of bread.
All glowing.
It's all glowing, yes.
Oh no. Suspicious liquids.
Yeah, there's a couple of other Duragar and Drow that are sat down there as well, who are also eating the soup as well with the bread.
Okay, so at one of the mess hall tables, you will see a half-elven woman, appearance sort of early 40s, pale skin, short, dark purple hair with a little gold streak in it, an eye patch over her, checks the Hero Forge mini, right eye, with little streaks of scarring behind it, in a long brown duster, a dark turtleneck top, but different for Arcana, like very similar looking, but slightly different. Definitely not a uniform this time. Sort of look to her. Will just sort of be very neatly eating the soup, and then she's got this large bracer on her left arm, full of sort of all bits of gadgetry and twiddly bits and sort of brassy bit steampunk. And she'll be, as she's doing the equivalent of like doom scrolling on your phone while you eat, but like on the bracer.
That's what everybody sees when you walk in. And Nora, you have a massive passive perception, so you notice everybody.
Mm-hmm. We'll sort of neatly put away. She'll close the apps and sort of push the soup away and just stand up and wait for you to all approach.
Nora,
Level a gun.
don't do that. We agreed on the conference call that this would not happen.
This is just in case.
We
Just in
agreed
case.
on the conference call.
Just need her assurance that she's not gonna, try to kill me again in an underhanded betrayal kind of way.
Nice to see you as well, Arcana. You're looking well.
You're looking alive, which is more than I thought I'd see.
Me too. As much as I'm sorry to disappoint you. But I've already answered Zin Moira's call for aid to end one apocalypse, so I'm surprised you're so alarmed to see me here for this one.
I'm alarmed to see you anywhere, to be clear. How I don't know how you got out, but you managed somehow.
It was not easy, nor was it without messiness. But here we are, and yet another apocalypse. Zin Moira, Amaryllis, you also are looking well.
You too, Doc. Good to see you. I'm excited we're getting to work together again.
I believe we have not been acquainted.
Oh.
Hera, a doctor, is it?
Most people call me Nora.
Would you prefer Nora or doctor?
You can call me Doctor for now.
Well,
A flash goes through Amaryllis's eyes. They're like, not my nickname.
Then Moira's literally just the ghost going, does no one actually pay attention to the conference calls?
sorry.
I
Not
let
really.
the watchers do it for me. I was busy.
I was making notes as I go down. Lots of redacted swear words, fret. That was mostly Arcana. Yes, yeah. Put the notes down on the table. So yeah.
We have all agreed, whatever interpersonal things are going on, quite literally, apart from Jackie, you are the people I trust most. And I'm not putting him through that mind control again. The fake king of Neverwinter has run underground, doing something, and will try and warp the timelines again. Take over as much as he can. It was an effort just to get him to pause the last time. This time I think we might be able to actually end the streams of Redacted. Start appearing here.
Yeah. Turns the page.
But anyway.
And your methodologies last time, just to be clear, were reversing gravity, I believe you said in the report, and pinning him against a wall and hitting him with stones.
We had to work with what we had at the time. I had the only allies who had actual only capability were intradimensional.
Intriguing.
But also they had people I cared about hostage, so it was this time, the people who I'm bringing who I care about can also defend themselves.
Those interdimensional allies that you had, they didn't wear brightly coloured rainbow clothes, did they?
I can't remember.
You didn't mention it in your notes. Princess, big hammer, deer. No, I didn't. No mention of rainbows.
They were very perky.
Rainbows. That isn't Day Crashes, is it?
That
That's someone else.
No. I think I sent them? From the future.
Oh.
You know
Okay,
what? I'm lost, and I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, as soon as it gets like interdimensional and we're talking about like other versions of us, it all gets. But I mean, I don't want to speak for Zemora here, but I think right. If we just focus on what we do know, and it is there is a fake king who wants to hurt people. We get rid of him, and then everything can start getting better, and then Clemville will come back at a time. That's not the main focus, but that's a nice side effect, maybe.
Honestly, I just want people to try and stop attacking my city. That would be nice.
So just one more apocalypse to get rid of. And then, we'll take it from there. But Nora, just to be clear, I'm not disappointed you're not dead. I'm just surprised and hurt by what you did. So, puts gun away. Calling it quits for now, okay? But I'm watching you. And Barbara just kind of sneaks out from underneath and suddenly there's a switchblade.
I quite understand. A pleasure to see you again, Barbara. And to be clear, just as a reminder, last time it was only because it was a you or me situation. This time, I'm pleased that we'll be on the same side. I look forward to working with you.
Didn't have to be you or me. We were going to try together, but I
The
look forward to
calculations
working.
proved otherwise.
I look forward to seeing how this time turns out.
Everyone's surviving because I'm dragging you into this, I'm dragging you out of this.
Actually, on that note, any of the rest of you spellcasters, are you routinely using spells that require concentration?
Occasionally.
Sometimes.
Pretty much all the time.
Occasionally, usually it's just a boom.
Very well. In that case, take this as a measure of my trust, Arcana. And Nora is going to start casting a spell, and you see her pull a little strip of paper out of her bracer that in sort of elvish runes translates as haste. But as she pulls the paper out, she focuses on it, and it's like time slows around the piece of paper, and it condenses and condenses and condenses into a tiny little screwed up piece of paper. And she hands it to... Wait, no, we said that this boat ride's going to be 3 hours. Or a few hours, right, Josh?
A few hours, yeah.
Okay. Scratch that. This happened... I'll finish narrating it, but this will happen 5 minutes before we arrive. Because this only lasts for an hour.
As we're docking.
As we're docking.
Yeah.
We can just say that you need to do... Like, she needs to go and put, like, a thumbprint on to activate it.
Yeah. This is the arcane abeyance ability of a Chronergy wizard. So she'll, you get this tiny screwed up piece of paper, and we'll hand it to Arcana. This is not invulnerable. Take care of it. This is haste. Cast it on Zim Moira when the battle begins, so I can concentrate on other things.
I can already cast haste.
But this is free.
Oh. I mean, fine.
You could shoot it out of a gun if that helps.
Oh, hell yeah. Stuff it in the gun. That's a genius idea. You should be in my lab sometime.
Oh, as I look at the two people, who's like one person whose lab I should be working in, one person who's training me, and I'm like, yeah, possibly. I'm just becoming an apprentice to everyone. Hera, do you want to teach me anything?
Well, if you want to know about mushrooms and goo,
I get very sincere. I'm like, I do. It's really important to find important mushrooms and herbs for healing and also poisons.
and for the fun of it.
I'm gonna.
I mean, look at that one.
I'm gonna open up one of my own vials and just start pouring myself a drink and going. Eat up is going to be a while, and we do not know what's on the other end.
As you all can get yourself some food if you'd like to, you feel the jerk of the ship as it begins to leave port and begins sailing across this rather large underground lake. Would anybody go up to the deck while it is sailing across, or are you all just going to stay below?
I'm curious to have a look around. Yeah. How big's the ship? You know, sort of. Is it the sort of. Can we have a conversation without being overheard, kind of? Not necessarily that we want to, but just.
So, you know the sort of large rubbish barges that they have sailing down the Thames and all of that sort of stuff? I'm picturing it's that sort of size.
Okay, so quite big.
Quite big, yeah. So this is quite a big ship. So yeah, you can get yourselves into a little corner to talk if you didn't want to be overheard. But it's the same on the deck as well. If you want to go up there and stand in a corner and not be overheard, you can. There are no weapons on this ship, I will say.
Oh, now.
No, other than you lot, but there are no cannons or anything. Like it's not a ship that is prepared for battle.
Are the crew armed though?
No, the crew look like they are just general sailors. So they've got like little knives and things that they would use to gut fish and stuff when they pull them up, but they're not.
Guys, it's
combat.
the Underdark. It's terrible.
This ship was chosen because it's sturdy, it's quick, and it's quiet. They are fishermen going after weird things. They are not necessarily combatants, but it's sturdy and quick and quiet.
Could always do a harpoon. You can use that.
It's also travelling without sails as well, as Moira said, it is very quick on the water. So if there is something in the depths of this lake that might try attacking it, they're very confident that they can get away from it.
Is it self-powered then? Is it? Can I do I just for curiosity, do an Arcana? Just be like, how is this powered?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check. Yeah. I was going to make an Arcana joke.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, Arcana, how does it work? And I think with a 27, Arcana could probably tell me.
I will. Anybody who does want to make, because you're all magically inclined, anybody who does want to make an Arcana check can make one.
Plus 15 to Arcana. I'll be damned if I'm not using it.
Oh, you got a 16.
Ooh. Nat 20 for a 35.
Amazing.
Nat 20 for a 31.
Oh.
I also rolled a nat.
Natural one.
what-
Get all
what
of these
is
out of the
it?
way now.
For a
What
7.
did you... Which again is great for Moira going, I don't care. That's not...
I couldn't pay attention, but I'm busy.
Yeah.
What did Hera roll?
Hera's on the water and feeling slightly sick. It's like, I don't want to know.
I'm just envisioning Amaryllis being like, oh, I wonder how it works. And then Arcana and Nora have been like, oh, well, actually, it's this. So this starts powering this. Oh, and then this bit does this bit. And yes, and that obviously must work like this.
And Amaris is for a notebook out and she's aware of the conflict here, but likes both of you. And so is like, great, I'm being taught. As both of you are like, well, actually, I think you'll find that the weave works like in. Like, yeah.
Tom, I didn't narrate that as a conflict.
I think this is a bonding experience.
Yeah.
They are best friends now. Hooray.
Don't you pitch these women against each other. We're trying.
We've got to support each other. Girls, we need to stick together.
So for Hera, it is very much a case of you're trying not to throw up, but the smell of the ship, the wax on the ship, is still very tempting which then makes me
Sniffing the boat.
stiffer.
Oh, we're not around dirt. I don't like it.
Don't sniff the boat.
Don't eat
Sniff the
it.
boat.
See, Moira, you honestly couldn't care less. You are focused on the mission. You know that this thing is going to get you to your job. Who cares how it works? Basically. For the two natural 20s, you both know exactly how this thing works, and it's basically as you two described. You're going, oh, it's the capacitor is that, oh yeah, and then it connects to, oh, and then it does this, and there is basically like a lightweight engine that is at the back of the ship that powers it. That is, this thing is powered by mushrooms. Mushrooms, fluorescent mushrooms are fed into it, and the magical energy from the mushrooms is what powers the ship and allows it to travel without a wind source. So, and it's got all of these different combustible things and pipes that go all around that allow like the kitchen to function and the wash area to function and all of that sort of stuff. So it is very modern for what is operating it, basically. For Amaryllis, though, with the being you're the one that asked for the check, you pick up that the ship is magical because of all of the magical energies going through it, and then Nora and
Arcana.
I was about to say Barbara. Nora.
No.
Retcon.
Barbara comes up and goes whack, and I'm like, fascinating. And how does that work? Whack, and I'm like, just refix. Barbara corrects these two in some way. I'm like, oh,
And then Barbara pulls out the schematic she's stolen.
Yeah.
I make a quick sketch because I think I established Amaryllis as very good handwriting and is very good at drawing. So in her notebook is a quick version of the schematic. I'm not going to steal it. It's just nice to have knowledge.
The thing that takes your interest the most, Amaryllis, is not what is powering this ship, but it is instead what is around the ship. You're in the Underdark at the end of the day. There is no sky. You are in a large cavern and on a large lake. And with that Arcana check, you can feel the natural magics that are flowing through this place. And you can look around and you can see there's like large mushrooms that are sticking out of the wall facings and things that are glowing that give this sort of eerie bluish green tint to the space that you're in. Along the ceiling type thing that's like very, very high up, there are little twinkles of more mushrooms up there, which give it a sort of night sky-esque look to it. So it looks like you're just looking at a pure, beautiful, starry night is what I'm trying to say. The water itself is also not normal, or at least not what you're used to. It is also glowing with... You can see the current, basically. You've got the main body of water, which is like a sort of black. The water itself is black, but it's transparent. And you can see like a purple set of water flowing through it, and then that disappears off into like a Y shape. And then there's underneath it, there's a red that goes off in other directions and a blue that goes off in other directions. And they're all the different currents that this lake is. So that's water is being pulled from other places around either the Underdark or the surface, and it's just all flowing through. And again, like similar to above with the mushrooms, you can see the mushrooms, the underwater mushrooms glowing as well, and it looks like the starry night is under the water as well. And every now and then you see things move around, like little shadows move across the waters. And at one point you see a rather large tentacle come out of the water and then go back in. And as you see that, you feel the ship jerk as it turns to the side. We even got away from that.
Whoever's near me, I'm like, tentacle. There's
we saw it. Thank you.
Yeah, creatures in the deep.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting too close to them. They will snap this ship in half quicker than you can say, owie.
Owie. Oh, that's too quick.
I suppose the benefits of a ship run on mycomancy means that with in an area filled with mushrooms, they might be able to talk to each other and keep an eye out for threats.
Oh my god, that might be the breakthrough I've been looking for.
What, the fungal network?
Yeah, oh my god, if I put my watches into a fungal network so they work in a mycelial fashion, okay, I need to survive this so that I can put this into effect.
What is the intended creation?
Surveillance system on this realm just to watch out for any dangers that may threaten it. I'm halfway there. I'm nearly there. I'm just a month or two away, but then, an apocalyptic event happened again, and I was like, oh no, too slow. But, to be fair, I've not been here that long.
But that makes sense, though, using the natural resources around you. I mean, I picked up from the conference that we had, Hera, you work in plant life and fungi and undead things.
Yeah.
Have you considered... I feel like the term picking your brains is probably rude. Excuse me.
No, there's still in there. You can pick it.
Hera's
Perhaps
on
not
the floor.
physically.
Just...
Oh,
Hey,
well,
collaboration.
I don't. Well, my patron talks to them, and if I want to communicate, she can make that happen for me. I mean, normally for dandelions, that's how she normally speaks, but probably for a mushroom down here, probably.
I've read some research that, mushrooms in particular are all connected, but plant life in general often talks to each other, so perhaps as someone attuned to that might be an avenue for collaboration with Arcana.
Happy to help. Sounds like fun.
Oh, you've read some research. Was that Oligarch or was that St. Peter's?
Oh, actually, it was Calendraman.
Oh.
We actually had someone at the labs who was working on a little bit of mycomancy, but that all got destroyed. So I did try and go back to see what else I could find when I got back, but not much.
Like, so much smarter than me.
I just walk
Have
over to
I-
Zamora and start showing her my drawings. Like,
I have been researching the goings on. Have I heard about Nexus?
It was kept very secret.
I
But-
will ask you for a very hard history check.
You probably know about Tusk.
I was going to say, where's Tusk at the moment?
What a great question. I've not
Yeah.
dealt with it. I've kind of left it to Josh.
I legitimately think he's probably just on an island somewhere being like, hey,
He's either escaped somewhere to a billionaire's secret bunker away from the apocalypse, or he's in cahoots with Vecna somewhere.
he's making weapons. Just, yeah.
Okay, so, did you say it was very hard? I got in at 20, plus 5 for history. Then I'm going to use Flash of Genius to make it a 30.
I will tell you now that you don't need to use Flash of Genius. 25 was the DC.
Mm.
Fair.
So it's not so much that you purposefully went looking for stuff on Nexus. It was more that you went looking for stuff on Nora. You knew Nora was from this place, and you wanted to learn a little bit more. This is before you found out she was alive, and you wanted to learn a little bit more about her. And because you are Arcana, and I picture, I know there's not computers in this world, but I picture that you are very good at sort of like the arcane hacking side of things. So you've been able to find out a little bit of information about Nexus. So you would know that it was a facility that Nora worked for, and you would know that it went dark around about the time that Nora said that she disappeared or left there. But you don't know the details of exactly what happened, though it was a little bit too hard for you to crack, but you know of it.
I'm going to extrapolate that your lab was where the experiment for time went wrong, and that's why it went dark. Yeah, I've been trying to put that together.
Are you saying that out loud? Sorry.
Yes, I am.
Well, actually, the time experiment went wrong before I accidentally plane shifted out. That was a separate thing that didn't work. Well, I thought it didn't work. Turns out it did, but only for some. I have some friends that had first-hand experience of that. They're in hiding right now. But yes, it was not long after.
I wonder if there's anyone down there now.
To my last check, no. I went there. I've been there recently.
Is anything salvageable?
I had a thorough look. The Underdark has broken through. There were various creatures down there that I had to deal with. A lot of it has been destroyed by a very large construct.
Awesome.
Yes.
29 insight check. Doesn't look like we're going to actually be a functioning team.
This is a Talia question. Talia asks this in every game. Well, if you end up in a fight on the ship, Hera's probably going to be useless. Hera's a big ball of sick at the moment.
They got a bad tum-tum. Don't be mean.
That undead tum. Okay.
You reckon Arcana and Nora, there is respect there. There does sound like there is a bit of one-upmanship as well. It looks like it's going to be a healthy competition-style relationship between
Stop
the two of
pitching
them.
them against each other. Jeez.
I said healthy.
Can't two women be scientists and pals without being rivals?
I said healthy.
Barbara's the problem. She's got the switchblade.
Yes.
What you got there?
Barbara.
A knife! No!
All I care about is insight checking Barbara.
That was where I was going to go with this. I was going to say the only unknown factor in all of this is Barbara.
I mean, Amaryllis would follow you to the grave and back. Actually, would probably follow most of you to the grave and back. She's very willing and she needs friends.
The only thing you picked up on from Nora that was a little bit competitive was when Arcana said that Amaryllis should come join her in her lab, and Nora was like, oh.
And now it looks like she might go work with Hera, so just...
Really lives in my home, so needs to go in to get like adult permission first.
You are like, you have adoption papers in your back pocket, and you will play that card eventually.
Kana is begrudgingly enjoying the intellectually stimulating conversation, which has been rare.
Gonna say, where else have you been getting it recently?
Oh.
Yeah, Jakar isn't much for,
Just...
you know.
Look,
I'm
Jack-
sorry, Josh. Every game now. Evie's not even
He's not
in
even
the...
been in one of the Path to Ascension games, and he's dunking on Jakar like everyone else.
Look,
He tries, bless him, but he's not quick on the
He's
uptake.
not necessarily your levels of intelligence, but he is loyal and he is solid and he is very good at what he does.
Thank you,
Which
Tyler.
is
You can have
arrow.
inspiration.
Dum-dum.
Tyler, you get inspiration.
Cute.
Wow, I didn't realise that was the game we were playing.
Yeah.
That said Moira is one of best friends. Obviously not best friends like Amaryllis, but certainly
Tom, you
something
get
on the...
de-inspiration. I'm joking.
Amaryllis likes Jakar. She likes most people, but he's solid. We've gone on little adventures together.
Anyway, you've travelled for about, it's getting to about the 2-hour mark. And those of you that are on the deck begin to notice that a strange mist is beginning to settle in over the water and sort of flowing over the deck of the ship. It is thick, it is eerie, and it is oddly cold to the touch. The water has also changed to a more blackish green colour. Doesn't look very appetizing. I would suggest, I don't think any of you would, but don't drink it.
Well, now you've said that. You've got 3 sciencey types on the ship who are like, well, that's the best way to find out.
Be science types and a gourmand.
Yeah.
Nora is not as much of an idiot as Elodie is.
Oh, no.
Hera's not on the deck. You can't compel her to drink it.
Yeah.
Josh, could I cast... Oh, it takes 11 minutes? What?
What?
Ooh,
What?
what is 11 minutes?
Augury.
Mm.
basically, I just want to figure out if going through the mist is going to be fine, or whether we need to be. But I feel like once we're 10 minutes into the mist, that's too late to know if the mist is bad.
Did it come all of a sudden, or would we have seen it approaching?
You'd have seen it approaching, or you approached to it. So it's almost like a barrier. It's not spreading out into the fully into the lake. It's like you sail into it, sort of thing, and then it starts coming over the ship.
I mean, I don't want to play witch hag card, but usually when you float into a mist, you end up being taken somewhere else, and so hopefully we're not being dragged off to some other land.
Welcome to the.
Fine.
This is actually the beginning of Curse of Strahd.
Sorry, I was going to ask if I could do some sort of check to see if I know of things that usually cause this kind of very blunt, very specific mist.
Yeah, you could roll a history check for that.
That is 16.
16. I'll also ask a history check from Zimoira as well.
That's not gonna pick, baby.
We just left Hera below deck.
I'm fine.
History, it wasn't great. 11.
11. Okay. For Zimoira, it feels familiar to you, but you're not 100% sure where. For Arcana, it's actually looking at Zimoira stood in this. You're like, that's what it is. That's what it is. One of the many bits of research that you've done since being in Neverwinter with the undead aspect of Neverwinter being around, there being vampires and zombies and things. One of the things you read up that when you get close or are within the lair of a particularly powerful vampire, the area around could be a couple of miles to near the lair and all that is caked in thick mist.
Joking, we got a vampiric lair.
Oh.
If we were heading up to it, say like 20 minutes before, would Nora have done an augury?
Yeah. If we've definitely got if it's not suddenly appearing, if we have 10 minutes before we actually enter it, I'll throw in.
Also, the crew
throw an
know
augury.
it's there, so probably would have given us the heads up.
Yeah, they told you
Yeah.
before they left that there's a strange mist on the lake somewhere.
And have the crew travelled into it before?
They had asking the crew that they say to you that they travelled into it when it first appeared because they needed to do some fishing. They were looking to get some fish and stuff, but anything in the water where the mist is dead. So they avoid it now unless they need to get to the other side for whatever reason. Normally to travel to any of the other, basically to get into deeper parts of the Underdark, you have to dock at the other side.
Okay. So we'll do augury then as a ritual, and how this sort of manifests is using the bracer. Nora sort of sketches out in the air like a spectral image of the ship going through the mist, and it sort of looks a little animated. Now I can't get specific. It's not a specific future seeing. You can just say good results, bad results, mixed results, or nothing if it's neither good nor bad. But basically the question is, will we make it to the dock as we are now? So the idea being without losing hit points, without being affected by anything, we will be fine making it to the dock.
Allow me to just look at something really quickly. You get a mixed reaction.
Mm-hmm. All right, there is something in the mist. Okay, in that case, we'll cast. I feel like detect magic will just go. Yep. At this point. Yes, magic. So I'm gonna therefore cast Arcane Eye and send it ahead of the ship.
And it's invisible, isn't it?
It is indeed. Invisible magical eye, and I can send it. It has a 30-foot movement speed. So it's probably a bit slower than the ship, I guess.
Yeah, it will be. It will. Oh,
That is a good point. If it's slower than the ship, that's not helpful. Maybe I won't do that then.
Based on the unseen eye.
Interesting. It would have to be you that cast my Arcane Abeyance haste on it. I was saving that for Zamora.
hey, look for the. What's the range on how far can you cast the arcane eye away?
30 foot ahead, and then it can stay 30 foot ahead of me. Basically. It can move, yeah, I can cast it 30 foot ahead, and it moves 30 foot. Get out of here, thumb up. Sorry, I don't know if that comes through. I had a little thumb up.
Yeah,
I can cast it 30 foot away from me. It can move 30 foot around, but if the ship's traveling faster than that, it'll catch up immediately. So there's no point.
How fast does Mage Hand move? Because I can do
30
something.
foot as well.
Yeah, if I'll above table, I've got something that I can see through an item if it's moving fast, if it's being carried. If that just happens to be one of my teeth, but we've got no reason to worry about that. But
Does Arcana have spell sniper by chance?
No. I don't actually know what that is. Should I have taken
It's a
that?
feat.
No, it's a feat that doubles the range of your range spells.
Ah, I did not know that existed. Oh, I do have spell sniper.
I will allow, because Arcana has that, I will allow for you to cast Arcane Eye through Arcana's rifle, and Arcana can fire it to the dock.
Interesting.
I'll allow that, because that just sounds cool.
Okay. In that case, you'll get a similar, like, strip of paper spell. A spectral eye sort of appears, but then, like, collapses in on itself into this bit of paper that she hands to you.
No, this bit of paper can withstand very high velocity.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Stuffs it into the gun. It kind of goes around a crystal, around the coils, whirring, until there's a flash of... I do a dial, just to make sure, and it turns green, and I fire it into the distance with a flash of green.
And it takes a little while for it to land, and as soon as it lands and the spell sort of apparates on the dock, that's when you feel that connection, Nora, and you're able to pull yourself in and have a look around.
What do I see?
Make me a perception check, please.
It's got normal vision and dark vision to 30 feet and can look in every direction.
I have a question, which is if we're stacking things in cool ways, can I cast Eyes of the Grave on top of the paper that's being sent?
So you want to give the Arcane Eye Eyes of the Grave as well?
Yes. So that gives 60 feet any undead and their specific location.
Yeah, I'll allow that, because that's cool. Anybody else want to stack anything?
Incredible.
do you need one of my teeth? Because
It's just an eyeball with one tooth dangling down.
Oh, God, little snaggle.
Can I make it an investigation check rather than a perception check?
You can, yeah.
That was a bad roll. 15.
So, the Eyes of the Grave allows you to see if there's any undead around within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet, as long as they aren't protected by divination magic or behind total cover.
You don't get a sense of anything undead at the dock. Looking through the Arcane Eye, you can see that there are two buildings here. One looks like it's a home of some sort, and the other one looks like it's probably what was used to store probably a little raft or something, and maybe like barrels of fish and things.
Boathouse.
There is a boat on the dock already. The dock has space for two boats. There's the sort of the long part of the dock, which is where this ship is going to dock, and then there's a smaller dock that's got a very small fishing boat there. And by small fishing boat, I mean it's like a two-person thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see any people around, but you do get every now and then you go, what was that? What was that? Because in the corner of your eye, it's like the shadows are moving, and the mists sort of separate and then reform as if something is there.
Okay. I can hold concentration up to an hour on Arcane Eye. So while we're pulling in, I'm going to send it, and it can go through an opening as small as 1 inch. So if there's any cracks in the structure of that building, the Arcane Eye is going to fly in and start scoping out the building. Is it like, does it look like I am a vampire house? Or is it just like a regular house?
This is like a regular fisherman's house.
Just check it out anyway.
Vampires can be fishermen.
Right.
So-
Well, no, they can't cross running water, so that's
They
something.
don't need to cross it. They can sit on the edge and then.
There are such things as vampirates.
Impossible. That's not in any of our books.
The Arcane Eye goes through one of the cracks that leads into the house, and this is a simple one-bedroom little living quarters. As the eye floats around, it moves towards the bedroom, and you can see that there are 2 lumps in the bed and lots of flies flying around.
Okay. I'm going to send it to look for any sort of basement entrance.
No basement entrance or anything in the house, no.
Fine. The house is empty. The occupants are dead.
Oh. Can you see them? Do they look like they were attacked, or was it the mist?
Upon further inspection, it looks like they died in their sleep.
Died in their sleep.
Oh.
No
okay.
visible wounds, but they are under the covers, so...
And there is mist all throughout the house.
It may perhaps be the mist, maybe extended exposure.
I know more. I take out my minigun I use for healing, and I use it to cast prestidigitation by just popping out a little fan, just wafting it around my face.
You do that as you travel through the mists, and you will eventually get to the dock. The Arcane Eye can move over towards where the sort of barrel store / ship garage is, and it's just barrels of fish are inside of it, and some rotten fruit and veg and stuff, and some mushrooms that have been picked all in barrels and things. There's not really anything of interest in there, unfortunately. The Arcane Eye does also notice that there is a tunnel further up that you can go through.
Yeah, I'll start sending it up there ahead of us.
So as that begins making its way up there, the ship will dock, and the Durgar will be like, right, we'll wait here for a couple of hours, but then we're gonna leave. We don't want to be hanging around in these mists for too long. We're gonna go check on our friends in the hut, make sure they're okay, because not heard from them for a little while.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I'm afraid they're already dead. I'm sorry.
How do you know that? Have you got some sort of foresight?
Yes.
She's a doctor.
Right. Well, then if they're gone, then we need to. We're not just going to leave them there. We need to bury them.
Do what you will, but be careful if we know that there are vampires around here, and the mist may be deadly.
Sorry, what vampires?
Looks at Zimmoira. Oh, you didn't brief them?
Did, but nobody pays attention to the conference calls.
Well, you said something was down here, but I didn't realize you meant. Right. Okay. Well, we'll be careful. We'll stay on the ship then. They're
on the other side of the mist. Wait there. Jackie has an orb. He'll call you when it's time to come pick us up, and we'll collect the bodies then.
Okay. Right. Well, we'll sail back then. Just let us know when you want us, and we'll make our way back.
Oh, I've got an idea. Hold on. Turns up. Wrap something. So that's going to send a telepathic message when we need to contact you. So you'll be able to...
Do I want to know what it is?
Oh, it's my tooth. as you just see, like one of the molars at the back. It's bloodless. It's weird that she has just been able to pop it out, right?
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll keep this close by, and
Please do.
we'll make our way back to you. Good luck as you all get off and the ship quickly.
Hera, Hera, wake up.
I'm coming.
Teeth.
Well, again, it grows back, and that means I can communicate. As long as we don't go further than about, 10 miles, then we should be able to get in touch with them.
Question: how fast does the tooth grow back?
Pretty much like if I have a lie down.
Huh?
Yeah. Looks right. So, and thus Amaryllis found out that is not a common thing among people. That people's teeth do not just suddenly grow back after, I believe, a short rest.
Imagining now that you're like a shark and you just kind of molt them and grow new ones.
As I said, she's a haggling, and just for that weird thing, and also she hasn't done what normally a hag would do, just go, oh, there you go, dearie. She's actually had a bit of decorum. Yeah.
Anybody with a passive perception over 15 sees something move in the shadows.
We get a better look of it than just something moving in the shadows.
Yeah, you can make me a perception check.
I want to stop rolling digital dice. 11.
Sorry, was that anyone could make?
Anybody could do it, yeah.
Cool. What? 19 plus 12?
31.
31. There we go.
Nice.
18. I'm learning about teeth. Actually, it's not bad.
12.
12.
And if it's there, I just... Stop pulling out your teeth.
Shan't!
Hera, what did you roll?
Didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Hera's not particularly perspective anyway. She couldn't say it.
Okay, that's fair. With the 18, yes, you do see the sort of movement of shadows around. With the 31, I will give to you that this seems to be a side effect of the mists that makes you think that there is something moving around when there actually isn't, but it's something that's going to affect you. It's something you're going to see in the corner of your eye the entire time you're here.
Visual illusion caused by the mist. Like, don't pay attention to it unless there actually is something that will throw us off. So actually, maybe do pay attention, but then try and, tell the difference between what's real and not real. Oh.
Okay.
An irritation.
Most things irritate me. Let's keep going. Harry, good?
Yeah, you can all keep going and make your way towards where the tunnel is that the Arcane Eye found. The Arcane Eye at this point at any point did you stop the Arcane Eye for you to catch up, or did you just let it go?
No, I'm letting it go ahead as far as I can. I've got an hour on this thing, and unless I think that it's going to run into something that has blind sight, that's the only thing that can see it, or see invisibility, then I probably would drop it, because obviously that'll give us away. But other than that, just keep it going ahead.
So you keep can you hear sound through it?
I don't think so. Let me just double check.
You have to shoot in here for that.
Mentally receive visual information from the eye.
Arcane ear.
We could work on that spell.
Right?
Yeah.
Pain tongue.
Oh.
It's like magic mouth. Just,
At that point, you might as well have a spell called Arcane Head.
I mean, we're working towards it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can it speak?
there's 5 of us here who can cast magic. We could all cover a sense and
Right.
just send ahead.
Could you make like a whole arcane person with like arcane eye and magic mouth and tongues and like mage hand? You could just build.
I feel like at this point you just cast Simulacrum.
Big bees.
Or Homunculus.
Yeah, but it'd be more fun to layer spells. Layer your basic spells and see if you can just create them.
Be our
Bring
collective
it to life.
child.
We bring it to life, and it wants to talk about philosophy with us. So we shun it to the ice wastes.
Oh.
Only one of you knows Mage Hand, and the only other person who has a hand-based spell is somebody that knows Bigby's Hand. You just got 2 different sized hands. Yeah, but so it carries on going through, and eventually it will come out into a. This is just as it's getting towards the hour where it's going to start fizzling out. So you can feel that as you're looking through it, you can feel that sort of static of like it's going to fade soon. But as it comes through out into this massive opening, like you can't even see the ceiling of this large cavern that it's come into, you can see there's lots of strange red and green stains on the floor that lead up to a figure that is hunched over and is like ripping into something with its mouth. You can see these long tentacles falling off of its back and slapping into the ground. And as it pulls its head up and looks around, you can see it's got a strange stalk in its hand with an eyeball on the end. And it just chucks that down to the ground and turns round just as your eye fizzles out.
Okay, red stains on the floor, assuming blood, not confirmed, but green stains, would I assume that that is the blood of what I'm assuming is a beholder that it's torn apart?
You can assume that, and you would probably be correct, yes. You're quite a high intelligence character, so I'll give you that for free.
All right. We saw nothing else on the way, just this creature.
Just that creature, yeah.
And did it match the description that Zin Moira gave before?
Big man with strange tentacles coming out of his back like Dr. Octopus, yes.
Right. He's in there. He's just eaten, so if we approach quickly, then maybe he'll be, I don't know, digesting slower.
Are there any good... I could try and get a snipe on him before any of us engage. Are there any good spots that are quite high up?
Did I say any good vantage points?
With a 15 on your perception, you saw... I should also say that you did see quite a few bodies on the floor. Looked like they were probably drow. There were some skeletons on the floor as well. And some Duragar. And you also, in terms of ledges, where the arcane light came through was quite high up, and it went down more into a large sort of bowl type situation, which is where he was in the middle of it. I'll also give you that it was slowly filling up with water.
And he didn't seem bothered by that at all.
Didn't seem bothered by it at all.
No. Okay. Well, yes, vantage point. The area itself filling up with water, so if anyone has anything to deal with that, that might be useful. Amaryllis, there also was a lot of ammunition for your work on the way, assuming that is still your work. Raising the dead.
I just flick to Zen Moira and then be like, yeah, okay, yeah, yes, that would be useful. Also, hold on, you. I cast water breathing from my book because it's full of weird stuff, and mostly living in a swamp, it's good to not drown. So you all, for the next, that I just clicked on sending. That's not useful. 24 hours. We can all breathe underwater for 24 hours.
I don't think I need to breathe.
It's a nice added benefit.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. It's very kind of you to think include me in it.
No, of course I would. I mean, I would hate to...
Yes, I don't need to breathe, I just checked.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's up to 10. Actually, for those of you with height, where you see, like, for all of us, like, little bubbles appear, sort of, like, round. The bubble floats into my pack as well. Okay, yeah, so that's good to be prepared.
Much appreciated.
Many thanks, Amaryllis. I'm gonna go to my vantage point, try and get a snipe in. Let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, Moira, you're gonna get in close to the person, right?
Yep.
Take Barbara.
Okay.
She doesn't really need to be close, but, just in case. Like, if you can position her nearby.
Stupid question. How much of a person is Barbara right now?
She didn't begin as sentient. Now she's stealing knives and schematics and is just around all the time.
Again,
She's a construct.
coming from like a hag point of view, when you start like imbuing things with like spirit and stuff, like sometimes you end up like your house will become like sentient and start moving. So I think the more love and more attention you put in, the more real she becomes.
Okay, we're gonna hope that she's not completely real yet. Just to pick her up and desperately hope that nothing.
There's this like gurgle from her, like, oh no, liquids. Yeah, is there anything else we need to, Doc, how far away did you say this wrong'un was?
Did I get a sense of distance from basically the ledge where Arcana's going to be to where the creature was?
Once you get down the pathway and this sort of tunnel that you need to walk through is probably about a 20-minute walk. Once you get through to the other side, the ledge itself is probably 15 foot wide, and then the bowl itself is probably like a 50-foot slide to get down into, and then where this figure is about 100 feet away. So they're sort of in the center of this bowl.
100 feet away from... Okay, so 15 foot,
Yep.
50 foot, 100 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever Pythagoras does there.
Yes.
Another thing to one. I've got a spell that I've been working on that which will burn through a lot of like the things that would, like if he was like electricity, if he's good, I can get rid of that really quickly. So if we can cast that and just bombard him with the most powerful stuff we've got, that's useful.
As in focus on electricity, or
No, I'm saying sort of like say, well, she kind of like, well, cat's out of the bag here. Like undead energy doesn't really affect me. If someone cast that spell on me, it would super hurt. Then sort of like basically above table. I can take away resistances and like double the damage for like a round. So if there was things we were like, oh, he's actually resistant or has legend. No, he doesn't for one round. It's a very powerful spell.
So low level testing and then high level destroying.
Yeah. If we can't take him out quickly.
noted.
What are you doing here, little vampire? You hear in your head.
Who does? All of us.
All of you hear this, but it's aimed at Moira.
I was assuming. Really? So, the fantasy I've had for the last month. Endless, explicit, very redacted.
Can we hear that?
Oh, absolutely.
Are we on the mic? We've been talking about the mushroom thing, and we're just like, oh god, oh wow.
Is this a different endeavor that... No, go away.
This was...
Nora approves this dream.
Dr. Ronnie's like, yes.
So that is what I am going to do with you, so you stop harming my city.
Where are your other annoying little friends? Come here alone. Oh, no, you're not alone.
Just close to my eyes so you can't see through my eyes.
I see others. I feel them.
That's because I have friends. You don't have anyone because nobody likes you.
My master was not happy with me for what you did. Oh,
Yeah, 'cause-
no. Second chance they gave me. Oh, more power I have. I am going to
I'm going to
concede.
can I put him on mute?
Pop.
Cool. Yeah, he's like this.
Okay, so he's just gonna talk at us this entire time.
Yeah, he's Vecna's toy plaything
Oh.
ish and tried to become King of Neverwinter, but absolutely not the charm or personality or talent to do it by himself.
Right, okay. Yeah, I think the sooner we can get this guy off the table, the better, really.
Cool.
And
Gone to my patch. Just say I'm on the job.
Okay, so before we go to break, you all can make your way through this tunnel. This figure knows that you're coming.
Yeah.
Other than Arcana wanting to go on perch to snipe, what would everybody else like to do before we begin the combat?
Alright, I would also pop a haste into Zinmoira before we begin. This little get out the minigun, wear it around, put the paper in, pop it in the neck.
So for I don't think it matters because it's not one with a spell save DC or anything, but effectively it uses Nura's stats but Arcana's concentration. Is the way it
Right,
works.
okay. That's not too bad. I've got things that I don't need to concentrate on. Mostly.
Speaking of concentrate, is it better if, like, I think I will turn to Zemora, again, because I know you're usually good at the up front. If he couldn't see you, would that help? Or anyone else, but I just thought Moira is good at taking
I'm
it.
going to do. I've got 2 actions now, so I'm going to cast. Ooh, that's 2 spells now, right? Okay. I want to cast Death Ward on myself and then Spirit Guardians.
What I'm saying is I have invisibility, so I'm willing to cast it so he can't see
Stack it
you.
on top. I am now an invisible, Death Warded, hasted Spirit Guardian.
Amaryllis does touch you, but knows this is coming and doesn't care because she loves you. Oomph.
Well, anyone who, I need 3 people who want a bit of extra health.
Always
Line up.
appreciated.
Okay, we've got 1.
Give it to the squishy ones.
We got 2.
I mean, yeah. Actually, yes, focus on Zemora.
No, definitely give to the tiny witch.
No,
Give to the tiny witch.
I have ways of
Tiny witch,
healing.
get in it.
It's the tiny witch.
All line up.
I've just taken 3 hit points away. Give it to the tiny witch.
I'm like, no, as you see, like, desiccation, and then it just sort of heals back. I'm like, thank you.
Line you up like a firing squad, and then just kind of pull the trigger, and like cloud of glitter goes down all of you. I've cast aid. You all get your max hit points boosted up by 5.
Thank you.
Nice. Any final preparations before we begin? Yes, Hera.
I have and one of my items, I have a dragon vessel. And I'm going to speak, it's a bonus action, I'm going to speak a command in there. And I'm going to put a healing potion in there, because I can. Just in case people, don't worry if anyone's desperate. Healing potion. There we go.
Quick question. Arcana, do you have any form of catapult spell?
I have the actual catapult spell.
Zenmoira, how quickly did you want to get to your nemesis?
Speed is fine. Let's go.
We're doing the hamster ball again.
I learned a little something from a friend. If you will consent to it, I'm going to cast Resilient Sphere on you, so Arcana can use catapult to yeet you right into the fray.
Sorry. I'm Death Warded, Spirit Guardian, hasted, invisible,
Barbara.
With Barbara.
catapulted. Josh, Barbara is still a construct and not a fully sentient person yet. Thank God. With Barbara. In a sphere.
An invisible spear now. No, actually, it just looks like an empty spear, and then suddenly
It's just a giant bubble.
yeah.
I'm going to scream.
Is Zenmoira happy with this?
Yes.
I
Happening?
used you from my perch.
Yes, yeah, you don't need to be. So basically, we figured out in Durrani's Echo that the resilient sphere is light enough that you can use catapult on it, no matter the weight of the person inside. So, this was how Mike ruled it, at least.
I'm here for it, so go for it.
Yeah. Who was it?
It was-
did we froze it?
Nora was in the resilient sphere because I was using it as a Zorb to protect myself from zombie
Oh
hordes.
yeah, you were the only one who couldn't go into the zone.
Yeah, and then Sean catapulted me across the map. So you get a little sort of shimmering, sort of spectral clockworky lines appear around you, and then it's just a bubble. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or any other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out, though you can breathe in there. It's immune to all damage. I think they have to cast Disintegrate on it to actually drop it. A creature or object inside can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from the outside, nor can a creature inside the sphere damage anything outside it. So basically, if you want to go there and chat to him, great. But if Zimura wants to kind of be yeeted in and then immediately it drops and ready to attack.
Absolutely yeet. No chat. I do not like this creature. It is a stain under my shoe. Can we kill him?
Yeah, okay. So Nura will be concentrating until the moment you land, and then we'll drop it instantly.
Big sword overhead.
Amazing. So if that is all final preparations done, as we come to our break and Zimoira is catapulted, invisibled, guardianed, hasted, and everything, this creature who had already turned around looks towards you, looks like he's about to monologue, but there's a big orb coming towards him, and he just grunts and shirks his shoulders, and you watch as these tentacles form out of his back, and as they do, there's like this popping noise that you hear, like a spot sort of popping, and you watch as these eyeballs begin to open up across the tentacles, and as he looks up towards you, Zimura, you watch as a third purple eye the size of his entire forehead opens, and the resilient sphere disappears. And that is where we are going to go to break.
No.
Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We're going to take a short rest before we go into this combat, so we will see you all in a moment. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. We have had our short rest, and we're going to dive straight into the second half of the session. In the first half, our group all met up on a boat in the Underdark. They sailed across the lake into some mist. They discovered that there is the King of Neverwinter. He has just eaten something that may resemble a beholder and has now grown eyes in his tentacles and out of the front of his forehead. As really cool preparations were made for the combat, he opened his eye and an anti-magic cone has been unleashed on the group. We're going to dive straight in with initiative rolls, please, everybody. Okay, so what did Zimoira get?
19.
19. What did Arcana get?
19.
19, nice. What did Hera get? A 4. What did Nora get?
27.
Oh, wow, okay. And what did Amaryllis get?
16.
That is a respectable number.
Thank you.
A respectable bunch of numbers.
Hera's still got a dicky tum-tum.
Yeah.
Let me just order these real quick.
Actually, I think in some hindsight, Amaryllis would have given Hera like an anti-nausea pill. 'Cause she's like, when I was starting off, a lot of my magic involved me being gross and stuff, but sorry, just keep these, so hopefully that will help.
I could try to eat it.
Who has the higher dex between Arcana and Zimoira?
I've got +4.
3.
Okay, so Arcana will go first. I just need to change that order. We'll go first out of you two anyway. Right, so we are going to begin. As this fake king has opened his eye out, and you watch as the magical sphere around Zimoira fizzles out. Barbara goes limp in Zimoira's hands. The haste wears off, or at least stops working for the moment, as does any magical item that you're currently wielding, Zimoira. You feel as you're pointing your gun down towards what's going on, Arcana, that the whirls and lights begin to dim on your rifle as the magic begins to leave it. And anybody who is within the cone, which is all of you.
How big is this cone?
It's a 150-foot cone.
Of course it is.
So all magical effects, items, and all that have been nullified while you are within this cone. Although it's not something that is persistent. This is like continuous. It will go. Let me tell you when it will go. it lasts until the start of his next turn, and he has to use a bonus action to keep it going if he wants to. But he does other things with his bonus action he needs to do as well. So,
Just checking shape though. If it's 100 feet that way, what's it? Is it the same up this way as well?
yes,
Fine.
yeah,
So it's-
it goes quite high.
Okay. I'm trying to do.
Folks, Talia is usually really good at making the battle plans here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't give her enough time to sit and plan out the battlefield and be
While
like,
Talia is doing that, I will also say as well that 5 of the dead drow and Duragar, it's a mix of it's 5 figures get up and they look towards you with fangs sticking out of their mouths, bright red blood eyes and tentacles coming out of them as vampiric aboleth spawns have been created with the eye opening.
are they classed as undead, Josh?
They are classed as undead.
Interesting.
So we are going to go to the top of the round with 27, Nora.
I'm currently in the cone, right?
Yes.
Can't do anything. I think.
Throw a rock!
Yeah, because even my Chronergy wizard abilities are magic based. Doop, doop, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, because he's not used an attack roll or anything to do that. I think Nura looks very unsettled. Especially as the tank is now far away and there are some undead creatures nearby. And as much as Amaryllis is good at doing her thing, Nura does not deal well with like the squelchy and the biological. So I think this is a rare moment of her looking genuinely like, oh, shit. And I'm going to look around for somewhere to hide.
Yeah. You can find somewhere to hide. You can make me a hide check, please. Stealth check.
Yeah, great. That's going to go so well. That's a 7.
Yeah. There are a bunch of rocks and things. Like the upper part of the bowl isn't just a flat surface. There are rocks and things that you can hide yourself behind. And you go to hide behind one, thinking that you're hidden, but the figure
Yeah.
can still see you.
Yeah. And I guess I will hold an action to cast a spell as soon as the cone moves.
Yeah.
Tom is inhaling.
I was just wondering, I know she's not fully hidden, but she's still given like quarter protection.
So you still get cover and things from any ranged attacks or anything. What spell would you like to hold?
That's a great question. I think, how close are the creatures that have risen?
They are, so they're in between you and the king. They've got to climb the ridge, so that's 50 foot up. They've got to go, but they are sort of, in terms of spacing, they are within 50 foot of you, but they've got to climb up 50 foot if they want to get to you.
Are there any other, from the vantage point up here, this is the only vantage point and everything else is a bowl and there's nothing else? Are there any other ledges around this arena?
You could, if you were to go down into the bowl, you could run along and climb up onto another ledge further along. It's not like this bowl
Don't be
goes
silly.
all the way around. Doesn't
Physical
do that.
exercise, no.
No.
But there are other ridges.
There are other ridges you can get to, but you would need to go into the bowl, run along to climb up it, or teleport across, or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't be climbing. It will be a dimension door that she'll hold.
Cool.
But
Right.
quickened spell dimension door. Well, no, I was holding my action. It's action bonus action anyway. I don't get my bonus action, so it doesn't matter. I will save a meta magic point. It will just be a dimension door.
Awesome. So, is that the end of your turn?
That's all I can do.
At the end of your turn, it is Mordecai, the fake king's turn, and his eye shuts because it's the start of his turn. So all of the magical arcana, you feel your rifle come back to life. You feel the connection to Barbara come back as Barbara starts flailing in Moira's arms. As they've just come back and they're like, "Who did that to me?" sort of thing.
The bubble immediately drops on you. Actually, no, it doesn't. I'm going to wait till your turn to drop the bubble.
But your dimension door does go off, and you can teleport
Yes.
to one of the ridges. So, and you appear on the other side. On his turn, he's going to rise up, being flying basically, as water begins sort of trickling along the bowl. On every layer action, this place is going to fill up by 10 feet, just so you're all aware. And he's going to look around and seeing that Zimoira is right down below him, but in this sphere, seeing that the water is just
She
going
can't-
around it.
She's invisible. As the
You can
invisibility
see
stuff.
Barbara flailing around with somebody holding it.
Oh,
No,
I
it's,
thought
it's
Barbara's
just
a nice-
Barbara in a bubble.
Yeah. So it's like,
Does Barbara? If Barbara is being worn, does Barbara still technically? Isn't
Zemora
you
has a
said-
plushie.
this is a question for Evie. Evie, does Barbara have rucksack handles on their back so you can carry them around?
Oh, absolutely.
Then yes. They can't see Barbara. However, he does
Barbara
know
is
that you're
facing
there.
the other way.
Yeah. However, he does know that you're there because the invisibility wore off. So he does know you're there, but just can't see you now. You watch as the eye beams open and begin firing towards different people. I'm going to roll. How many of you are there? 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of you. I'm going to roll a d6 3 times. So 6 I'll re-roll. I'm going to go in the order that I have on Zoom. So Scarlet or Hera, you're a 1. Amaryllis is a 2. Arcana's 3. Zimoira is 4. And Nora is 5. So I rolled a 6, so I'll re-roll. Oh no, okay. I rolled 3 3s. So that's all coming towards Arcana.
Fun. Great.
Yeah,
Very rude.
as 3 eye rays are fired at you.
Thought she was in a sort of hidden sniper position.
Yeah, I was kind of like behind cover, like kind of lying down.
Make me a stealth check, please.
Can do that. So that's 26.
26. So, hang on, what's the passive? Passive is 23, so it doesn't see you. So I'm going to re-roll those then. It's like, why do I... One bloody... There we go. So 1 for Nora, 1 for Hera, and 1 for Moira. The one against Moira obviously doesn't do anything because you are in a sphere, but I will roll for what it was. Okay. You watch as a sickly green beam hits into your sphere. If you had been hit by that, might have caused some death. Maybe.
Sprinkler death.
Might have been a death ray, maybe.
It
So
would have
against
caused death because I have death ward up.
against Hera, that is a 2. So Hera, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. And then against
These just hit, no attack roll.
nope, no attack rolls.
Okay.
Beholders.
Beholder stats. And then Nora, that is a 5, which is another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, good. My favorite.
14.
14 is a fail.
Oh.
Hold on. Hold. Oh, I've used my reaction.
Disease or poison, advantage on those.
Yours isn't poison, though.
Or disease?
And not disease either.
Uh,
Are you making a saving throw? Sorry.
These are saving throws, yeah.
Oh, please add 5. Flash of genius.
If that's to Hera's, then Hera will pass.
thank you.
15.
15 is a fail, unfortunately. So you are going to take 18, 22 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned until the start of your next turn. And you also
Yes.
can't regain hit points.
Okay. Nora has teleported away to another ledge behind a rock where no one can see her throw up.
And a beam
Fine.
A beam hits into Hera, doesn't do any damage to you because it's not a damaging beam, but you feel your body begin to lock up as if you're about to be paralyzed, and then you get this flash of genius and you're like, no, that's not happening.
No.
No, thank you.
No, thank.
He will continue flying upwards, so he is now 70 foot in the air, and that is the end of his turn, and it is the vampire abolithic spawn's turns. They are basically, they can't see where Arcana is, so they are going to begin climbing the ledges towards Hera and Amaryllis. But they'll only get halfway up before they won't get to you two until their next turn. So that's their turn done. We then move to a lair action. Can everybody roll me a d20, please? And let me know if you roll a 1.
Another 20, actually.
Lovely.
16.
Tasted, but
8.
Rolled, okay, I rolled a 2.
Oh god.
That's lucky. What did you roll, Moira?
15.
15. Okay, so if you roll a 1, then you're instantly knocked prone. So nobody did, so you're all fine. That is that. So it's Arcana's turn next.
cool. I'm gonna wiggle up a little bit to get good aim. And I think I'm going to go with the antimatter rifle
Yes.
for this attack. So I'm going to be trying to aim for that nasty eye on its forehead if I can.
Okay. That's going to increase the DC because it's a hard shot.
Okay.
You can definitely go for that. I should also say that the water raised by 10 feet.
So
On the lair action.
19 plus 12.
That's going to hit 31.
Oh, okay. Please bear with me as I roll many dice.
Evie maths.
Bonus action.
Yes.
Sorry, before I do that bonus action, can I do an insight check against its deception to see if I can get sneak attack?
You can indeed. So I will roll deception, which is something it is not proficient in.
Oh, come on, King.
24 on insight.
I rolled a 17. So yes, you will get sneak attack.
And I get sneak attack. Excellent. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so where are my d8s? There's my d8.
Evie does... Actually, no, we're not on the counting stage yet.
While Evie is doing maths, Josh, could you describe for me, if we imagine a clock where the Vampaboleth is in the center?
11 o'clock. That's where you are.
Okay, and everyone else?
Everyone else is at 6, 4, and 7 o'clock.
Yeah, but whomst is where?
That's... Hang on, just working out in my head. So if it's a clock... So, Arcana is at 5 o'clock. Hera, and Amaryllis are both at 6 o'clock currently because they've not moved. Actually, no, unless you wanted to have moved, then one of you will be at 6, the other will be at 7. And then Moira is bang smack in the middle of the clock.
Yeah. Fine. Cool.
Have you done your terrifying counting?
I have. It was 49.
Damn!
And if it matters, this is force damage mostly and a little bit of sneak.
That's cool. Yeah, it doesn't have any resistances to force damage. Because that's the one damage type that shouldn't have resistance to it. It takes that hit. You watch as a part of its shoulder blows out and he looks over straight towards where you are.
Oh, I was aiming for its eye.
Oh, hits it in the eye, yeah. Okay, so it takes damage. Yes. Whether that does anything or not is you won't know until its next turn when it tries opening it.
It knows I'm here now.
It knows you're there.
Oh,
Is
man.
that... Oh,
So that was action and bonus action. So I think I'm done.
yeah, awesome. So at the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action and he's going to fire an eye ray at you.
Yay!
Now that he can see you. That's a 9. Oh no.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Because you've revealed yourself. Can you make me
with a 9.
a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure.
Come on, Rogue.
I need a lot of dice.
17.
17 is a fail.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Ooh, gross.
Doesn't Connor get another flash of genius now that she's had her go?
You can use it
Yeah.
if you want to.
Yeah,
Probably a good
I'll
idea.
use a flash of genius. Why not?
Yeah, okay, so you will pass, but you will take half damage from this.
It's better than all of them.
That is 15, 16, 17, 19, 27, 33, 41. That's 41 points of force damage, half to 20 for you.
20
Yeah.
points, you said.
20 points of force damage you will take, and it hits part of the barricade, part of the rock that you're hiding on as it hits you, and the part of that begins to disintegrate.
Ooh.
Because hitting players and making their clothes disintegrate feels a little creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. So
He's a creepy king.
the
He's a
covers,
Beep beeps.
the
Let's
cover
cancel the
disintegrates
king.
instead.
Oh god, yeah, super cancel him.
That is his legendary action done, so that makes it Moira's turn.
Fantastic. I forgot to go and set off the spirit guardians once it was his turn.
Yes, because he was within range of you at the start of his turn. So yes, what is the saving throw he needs to make?
It is, I can read words, wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. He's not bad at these.
Yeah, but he's got to get a 21.
22.
Fudge. That's fine. That's half damage.
Yep, so damage.
15 points of radiant damage.
Lovely. I was trying to do math in my head then, and I realised I have it auto calculated. Ha
Oh.
ha! As he flies up.
That's...
Owie.
But
Can
he's now 70 foot above you, though.
how many feet?
70
70?
years.
Oh. I want to be on him. I want to stab him with things.
Just a little stab.
Screw him. Is he still a person? Or is he not a person anymore? How much of him is a person?
He's still humanoid, in a way. He's a humanoid monstrosity, is what he is.
Would Moira not have got an opportunity attack? When
No,
when
because
he
she's in
started moving on?
because she's in the sphere.
No, but would she, if she was not in the sphere? Like Nura
If she was not
waiting.
in the sphere, she would have when he flew up.
Yeah, Nura was waiting for Zimora to start, like, going to attack to drop it. So,
Oh, if that was what you were planning on doing, then you could have dropped
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That was the plan. We
yeah,
Right, okay. Sorry. A lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Missed that
Come
bit
back.
completely. But yes, you could drop it and an opportunity attack could be done as he begins flying up.
Yes. I haven't even done my
In which case, that death ray would have hit you
was it after he flew off?
because it was
or
after his
before?
turn. Because he flew up and then did the death ray. But it doesn't matter. We're not going to focus on that. I'll just death ray you next turn. Make your opportunity attack.
You always say the sweetest things to us, Josh.
I do.
Oh wait, I have to roll a d20 first. Forgot to roll. That is, I can do math. A 29 to hit.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's go roll. I like you. Ooh, that is 15 points of radiant damage.
Lovely. He takes that as he flies up. He's like, why am I suddenly taking all this damage? As he flies up. Invisibility would wear off as well because you've attacked.
That's
So
fair.
you become visible to him as he flies up. He doesn't. The attacks that you've done to him so far, it doesn't look like he's resistant or vulnerable to any of it.
Okay, because everything's been radiant so far, so.
Yeah.
Can I do my actual. Can I go for my turns then first? Can I get him to make a constitution saving throw?
You can indeed. Let me just roll that for you right now. That is a d20. Whee! That's a 19.
Fail. I cast blindness on him.
I will use a legendary resistance to succeed.
That is fair. It's a second level spell.
That's fair.
Can I do it again?
No, because you can't cast 2 spells in
I
one
pasted
turn.
no.
You still can't cast 2 spells in one turn.
Boo.
I think it's an attack action. Let me just double
Yeah.
check.
You get an attack action.
Oh, that's not fair.
Just throw a
Oh,
rock in
I
his
need
eye.
to roll concentration check.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's very true. So DC
so-
would be 10 because you took it's half the damage you took.
Cool. I got 18.
Damn it. Okay.
That's fine because if you lose concentration, then Moira would have lost her entire turn.
Can I? Ooh. I want to jump on him. He's too far away, and I do not like it.
No, you don't. Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
Next turn, would you like me to vortex warp you up there?
that's fine. Do I have anything that I can? You can tell that I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate again because my knowledge of rules is completely messed up again. Oh, cantrip, Toll the Dead.
You can do that, yes. That is a wisdom save, I believe.
Wisdom saving throw, yes.
That's a 21.
Actually, yes.
That means it beats it, so he takes no damage.
Beats it, so it's yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's fair enough. It was another thing I could do as a cantrip.
That's all right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is that, and I am just here. I want to be there.
He is going to use another legendary action, and he is going to move. Well, he teleports. You watch as he disappears and then reappears 50 feet further forward. So he's now within. So he's 50 feet away on ground level. He's 50 feet away from Moira, but 70 foot in the air. He is about 80 foot away from where you are, Nora, currently, now that he's teleported. But he's closer to Arcana. He's about 20 foot away from you now, Arcana. And he's about 25 foot away from both Amaryllis and Hera. I'm going to keep doing that.
Stop it.
Sorry. Not her name.
No one's name anymore.
Apart from possibly one character who's out there somewhere.
Amaryllis, it's your turn.
Cool. Amarissa sort of like looks down at like the climbing vampires and then looks up and then sort of kind of catches the eyes. Okay, so when you next get a chance to cast a spell, I think cast a really big one. Let's see if we can get this quickly done. As I cast, and I cast the spell I said I was going to cast, which is called Grievous Wounds. So, choose a creature that you can see within range, it's 120. You momentarily strip the target's physiology of all resilience, enough that a mere scratch could become a terrible injury. Until the end of your next turn, the target loses any damage resistance or immunities, becomes vulnerable to all damage, and makes its saving throws with disadvantage.
Nice. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please? As he sees you cast a spell and clicks his fingers.
Cool. I have advantage because of my mantle.
Yep.
Colin? $22.
22. That passes. So he tried counter-spelling you and it didn't work.
I just slam the book and just go, no! And I was like, sorry. Again, you see the green flash. I'm like, sorry. I was supposed to be a lady. Great. So that's the action. See, Amaryllis is just preparing for all her friends. They can do the big scary spells. How far away are the vampires?
30 foot down from you.
That's the thing. I don't know if I've got many. I look at my bonus actions. It's like you could pull out one of your teeth again. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. That's not the moment. I might do a similar thing to my my dear doctor and just try and hide somewhere. Just try and get out of the way. Actually, I think look at Hera and go, you okay? Do you need me here or?
No, space. The eyeballs. Go.
Just dive, and I'm going to attempt to hide.
Okay. You don't have hide as a bonus action, do you?
I'm just a wizard.
Okay. So you can hide behind. You can go behind cover, but you're not stealthing, sort of thing.
No,
that's fair.
But let's say I'm not. He knows where I am, but I've still.
But
got
you'll
cover.
get an AC increase if he tries attacking you. Is what you're getting at. Yeah, that's cool. Right. At the end of your turn, he's going to take another legendary action, and he is going to, because he is 20 foot away from Arcana, one of his tentacles is going to shoot out towards Arcana to attack.
Yep. Cool.
Where's this attack?
Why is it creepy?
Because he's a creep.
Creepy.
He's a widow.
That is a 25 to hit you, Arcana.
Well, with that hits, and this is I don't have a reaction because I already used Flash of Genius, I think.
Yes, that is correct. So you are going to take. You take 5 points. No, not it's 5 plus. Sorry, 5 plus 5. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Rude.
Ouchie.
And 18 points of necrotic damage as you watch this tentacle wrap around you and lift you out of cover. He's got you grappled as well. He can only do one legendary action per interruption though, so we now move to Herod's turn.
Okay, now the picking up has happened. Is Arcana closer to him? Or
Arcana
still
is the closest
20
to him,
foot?
yes.
Ah,
Still 20 foot away from him, but is the closest.
still 20 foot.
Yeah. He's not pulled towards. Yeah.
It's a long tentacle. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, his tentacles have got a 20 foot reach.
Question. If it is 20 foot, it's not within a 20-foot radius. So if I cast something that happens to do damage in a 20-foot radius, is Arcana on the outsides of that?
As long as you put it the other side of him, it should be fine.
Sure.
Yeah. If it needs to be centered on him, then yes,
Mm-hmm.
it will hit Arcana. If you can put it anywhere, then you can avoid Arcana.
Okay. Oh, that plan's gone up the wingies. Alright. Then Hera is going to say the scrambly vampire things. Who's close to the vampire things? I'm looking for 20-foot radiuses again.
Just you, I think.
It's me?
Just you, yeah, just you two. If you were to fire it at them, you would hit all of them and nobody else
Oh,
because they're 30 foot away.
very well. Then I'm going to use 2 beads of my necklace of fireball, and I'm going to fireball the vampire things.
Nice. What do they need to roll?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity. So there's 5 of them, so I will roll 3 and then 2. That's a dice I'm chucking around. There we go. Right, so I rolled a 23, a 10, and an 8.
Half. One of them takes half of the damage.
And then I rolled a 2 and a 5, so 4 fail, 1 passes.
Okay, so 32 fire damage, please. And one of them takes half.
Okay, so that one will take that much, and the rest will take this much. They don't like that. Again, it's not a weakness that they have, but they're also not resistant to it. So this fireball just goes off, and you hear them screaming as they're pulling through. They're on fire, but they're still making their way towards you.
I still got one with 2 beads. Okay, that's my action. I'm going to move back. How big is this ledge that we're on?
A 15 foot.
And will it hurt if I jump off the ledge into the bowl?
It's more of a like a wee sort of slide down into it.
But would I go past the vampire thingies if I go wee?
You could angle it so you don't, but you will go into 10 foot of water.
I don't breathe. Would I float?
Corpses float.
Corpses do float.
Okay. Whee!
You slide down. Now, for the fun of it, can you roll me a D100 roll, please?
I'd also, because I cast water breathing, I like to think that's made her buoyant. That's I finally put air in those lungs. That's just
52.
52, right. Just for the fun of it, because you don't know the botany of what is down here currently, as you slide into the water and your bag that has all of your stuff gets wet, you feel your bag expand outwards as one of the mushrooms just puffs out and you end up floating on a mushroom that begins going down.
Yeah.
So you're not in the water, but you are floating on a mushroom. So
Am I standing on it? I'm holding on to a mushroom.
You can hold on to the mushroom if you want. There is plenty of space for other people to get onto it, though. I would like to point that out.
Can I hide under the mushroom while it's floating so I'm not hit by things?
Yep, I was going for a Titanic reference there, but you can do a Pirates of the Caribbean reference if you want to get underneath it.
Yeah. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to go if anyone wants to get under my mushroom. Blah, blah, blah.
That gives you total cover, so you they would need to get in the water to be able to target you.
Yeah.
You are just mushroom now.
I am shroom.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Awesome. At the end of your turn, he's going to take his final legendary resistance because he's in his lair. He gets 4. And he is Arcana. Please tell me something. Please make me an intelligence saving throw to start off with.
Intelligence saving throw. Okay. So 13 plus 10 is 23.
Okay, so you are going to take... you don't... This damage is not halved, so you take this damage no matter what, but... you don't have to give him a memory. You're going to take 10 points of psychic damage from that.
Oof. You know, I don't think Arcana's ever taken this much damage.
Sorry, you take 5 points of psychic damage. You do have to give a memory.
Oh.
So yes, please do give a memory, and then something else happens.
Okay, my memory is going to be... Is this one that I will relinquish entirely, or just one that he gets to know?
It's basically a secret he gets to know about you. Something that you think about is a surface thought at the moment. So whatever the first thing that's on the top of your mind is.
The first thing on top of my mind is probably what my next move was going to be, if I'm being completely honest. Which was, I just need to get the gun and get him down to Moira. Also, I hope Barbara's okay in the water.
Barbara.
Very worried for Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara's in the water currently, and as you feel this energy being drained out of you, you drop to 1 hit point.
1 hit?
Yeah.
Big memory.
The old ruling was 0 hit points.
Yeah. Well.
Excuse me.
BD.
And we move to the top of round 2, and Nora, it is your turn.
Okay. He's flying 70 foot in the air. Is he flying with wings?
No.
Okay. Is he still holding on to Arcana?
Yes, he still has Arcana grappled.
Okay.
He's looking incredibly sickly right now.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Again, he has no resistances, immunities. He's disadvantaged
Yeah.
saving throws. And vulnerable to all damage.
0 hit points is something I can deal with easily.
Yeah.
1 hit point.
Unfortunately, he moved just out of range for my big thing.
Boo.
So, and this is slightly choosing it. We've seen him use 2 legendary resistances.
2 legendary resistances, yeah, and he's used 4 legendary actions. Although he's now got them all back.
That doesn't count. That
He'll
doesn't
get them all back,
matter
yeah.
because he gets them all back. But
Yeah, he gets them all back at the start of his turn.
yeah.
So
I don't personally know how many legendary resistances he's got, but Nora, as someone who is a seasoned adventurer, would know that creatures like this get within a certain range amount often.
Yeah, they normally
Right.
get a certain. Normally, naturally, they get a certain amount. Although, if they're in their natural habitat, they may get more.
Yeah. So it's doing some calculations. Doesn't want to blow things too early, but yeah, I think in that case, let's do a classic fireball. We'll put it like 10 foot behind him, so it won't hit Arcana at all.
Yep, that's fair. So he needs to make a dex save, yeah?
Yes, please.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
And he is vulnerable.
Okay, so that is going to be legendary resistance to it.
All resistances. So
No,
immunities as well. So I think it takes it off. I'd like to say it takes it off the table because it's all resistances. The wording is all resistances.
He legendary resistance to save, so he passed it.
And I'm saying my spells takes away all resistances and immunities. The wording is all. So I would say, as considering it's called that,
Right. So his
it's a
dexterity
powerful
saving throw
spell.
is a 23
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Then that does save.
But he is vulnerable to it, so it's full damage.
Yeah.
Full
okay.
damage.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get. What have we got? I want to save. I want to save 8th level. So we'll do it at. Do I want to save 7th? I think I want to save 7th for when I'm closer. We'll do it at 6th. Yes, just double checking all of the ones, all of the things. Yeah, we'll do it at 6th. So that's gonna be 42 fire damage, please.
42 fire damage as
Fire!
the flames. So it's like a next to him, and it engulfs the side of his face, like part of his face, and he's not wearing any clothes. He is like this giant white. His body is like completely white. He's basically a vampire fused with an aboleth at this point, with hints of a beholder in him, as the eyeballs are opening up everywhere. Yeah, he took some damage from that. Still looks pretty healthy at the moment, though.
It was a very like lazy sort of like peek round the corner and like throw a little bead, and it's like that sort of the bead shoots along near him, and then there's a pause, and then it just from there. I will her 60 feet. Gosh darn it, I can't get 20 foot closer to him, I don't think, without jumping off my ledge, right?
Without getting off of your ledge, yeah.
Yeah. Is there another ledge within 15 feet of where I am that would put me closer to him?
On my mushroom?
You could get to the mushroom. The mushroom's floating along. We'll say that you could get to that.
Within 15 feet?
It's not within 15 feet, though.
No.
It's within 60 feet. Yeah, no, the nearest ledge to him is the one that you were originally on. Any other ledges are further away from him.
Yeah, okay, so I can't actually move anywhere. So I think what I would have done, yeah, so that would have metamagic quickened that, so it was actually a bonus action. Oh, that's 2 sorcery points to quicken it. Never mind. Let's not. We'll leave it. It's not worth it for a 5 volts damage. That's it.
Okay,
We'll stay hiding behind my rock.
At the end of your turn, that makes it his turn. And what he is going to do, so he gets all of his shenanigans back. He is going to again fire the 3 beams. This time he's not gonna target. We can't he could target Arcana, but Arcana is in his grip, so that would be a bad thing. So I will roll for the others. This will be a D4.
I'm in full cover.
I'm in partial
Does
cover.
it help?
I'm also in partial cover.
Zemora, is it a question or are you celebrating?
I'm just running at him. I'm too far away.
I was really hoping I was going to be able to use Hold Monster, which would have paralyzed him and dropped him to the floor if he was flying with wings. That was what I was counting on.
Okay, so we've got Hera is a 1, Amaryllis is a 2, Moira is a 3, and Nora is a 4. That's one on the floor, which I need to find, otherwise I'm going to stand on it.
Oof.
Right, 2 for Nora and 1 for Moira. So against Nora, it's 2 rolls. That's a 10 and a 5, so I need a dexterity saving throw and a constitution saving throw from you. And then for Moira, it's 3, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
That likes me.
So we'll go with Moira first. What did you roll?
30?
30,
Not 20.
okay. Okay, so you will take half damage and you will not be made afraid.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
You take half this damage, so it is 10, 16, 8 points of damage you'll take in total.
Huh.
8 psychic damage.
That's fine.
Right, so for Nora, what was your constitution saving throw, please?
10.
10, that one will fail, so you will take...
I'll save you time, Josh. The other one fails too.
Okay, right, so the first one will be 16... 24 points of poison damage and you're poisoned again until the start of your next turn.
All right.
And then it is... Oh, actually, no, that's not that one. It's this one, because I actually didn't get to roll this last time. 14, 20, 37, 40, 40, 40, 48, 43, 44, 46 points of necrotic damage.
Thank God I'm resistant.
If you
48, did you say?
46.
46, so 33. No, 23. Jesus Christ.
That is his death ray. If you drop to 0 hit points, you instantly die.
Yeah, well, it was a good job I was resistant then, wasn't it?
Yes. And then as his bonus action, he is going to look towards you, Amaryllis, as you
The point of my hat just sticking out from behind a rock.
yeah. Can you make me a dexterity? No, Constitution saving throw, please.
Spell or
It's not a spell, no.
dexterity, did you say?
Yeah.
Cool. Hold on, let me check. No, that's a mental thing. Yeah, that's a 3.
And you take 15 points of necrotic damage.
Halved. So
You
7.
half that. Your hit point maximum is reduced by that much.
No, it's not. I can't. It's part of being a necromancer. You can't do that to me because I'm powerful with the necrotic powers.
Fair enough. So that doesn't happen, but he does heal 7 from it.
Fair enough.
As you watch parts of him begin to knit back together. At the end of his turn, the necrotic, not the necrotic, the vampiric abolithic spawns are going to
these
climb.
guys.
They're going to climb up the ridge, and they are going to make attacks against Hera and.
I'm in a mushroom floating.
Oh yes, you're under, aren't you? So yes, Amaryllis then.
Fair enough.
Because yeah, so they're going to come for you. So this is going to be 10 attacks.
I'm on my shroom.
One of them is just going to try grabbing you first. Because if they grab you, they can all just bite you.
Very rude.
19 for a where's the plus? Oh, 25 to hit.
25. Hold on. Yeah, 25 is gonna hit.
Okay. This is going to be... Oh my god, why do I have to... Okay, that's 11 points of slashing damage, and you are grappled by this one.
11.
Its second attack is going to be a bite. You need to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Con save.
You're probably the best character for this to happen against because your hit point maximum can't be reduced.
Yeah. It's kind of like inured to undeath. So
Yeah.
just like you said. 15 con.
15 passes, so you will take half this damage. So you take 7 points of piercing damage, half to 3.
Beautiful.
And you will take 10 points of necrotic damage, half to 5, then halved again because you're resistant anyway, aren't you? Yeah, so you halved and
yes.
half, so that'll be 2. And it heals 2.
I mean, it also goes, because I think hag blood is not particularly tasty.
Yeah.
Just enough to be like, yeah.
And then there's going to be 8 more bites coming at you as they just swarm you and start trying to bite you.
Very rude.
Very rude. So
My other plan was going to cast slow on that horde, but you convinced me to try and go for the big guy instead.
that is...
I can have a word with one of them in a moment.
What's your AC, by the way, just to make this quicker?
Well, I'm going to cast Shield.
Yep.
So, makes sense. So my AC is now 20.
20. Okay, so that is a 21 and a 25 to hit. So, and then that's a 8 to hit, so that misses. So that's 2 hits, 1 miss. That is another hit, but 2 more misses, and then 2 more dice. That's 3 hits in total so far. 2 more, so only 3 hit in total. I will roll the piercing. Why am I rolling to hit? These are Constitution saving throws. I've rolled to hit. I've rolled to hit now. It's fine.
I was going to say I don't cast Shield.
It's yeah. Don't waste your spell slot. But I'll just count those as you pass in your con saves. So you will take. I'll just add all of this together.
Josh does maths.
Josh does math.
We're in the tunnels and everything's bad.
So
But this
half, you will take 3 points of piercing,
3,
2 points of piercing,
2.
and another 3 points of piercing. That's all halved already.
Beautiful.
And then you will take 2 points of necrotic,
2.
3 points of necrotic, because you half and half again, and then another 3 points of necrotic.
Cool.
As they don't get that, when they realise that you do, to them, taste quite bad, they set their eyes on, look around for other targets, and the only other target that they can affect is Nora, who is very far away. So
Good. Good.
that is the end of their turn.
Don't attack the dock.
She's not well.
She's got. I think we've all got dicky tummies right now.
That is the end of their turn. We come to the lair action. So can Zinmoira and Nora, being you're the only two who are actually no, Nora, Zinmoira is in water. So Nora, can you roll me a d20, please?
I mean,
You'll
you say if this is the thing to avoid being knocked over, she's crouched behind a rock.
That's fair. But
She just topples over to
this is to see whether you need to spend half your movement to get up on your turn.
I'm not going anywhere anyway.
That's fair.
It was an 11.
You're fine.
You're just lying on your back going, time powers, save me.
I mean, time power's not going to save her at this point.
No, it will
she
always
might.
save you.
She might just plane shift out of here if it gets too rough.
I fucking knew it.
Arcana, it's your turn.
Cool. So the big boy. Firstly, I cough up blood. I am not looking good.
Oh, bud.
the big boy, does it look like he's in a good place for other people to be hitting, or would it be better down by Zimoira?
Yes, if we could drop him, that would be useful.
Okay. And I'm probably not aware that it threw out some thoughts or what they might have been.
You felt him invade your mind.
Okay. Well, I'm not dying today, so I'm trying it anyway.
If you can bring me to him instead.
I want him away from me.
My worry is that if I'm too far away from you guys, though, you get hit by things and I can't heal you because I'm nowhere near.
The water level raised by 10 feet as well, so it's now 20 foot.
Get out of here, the flood.
So I'm grappled, but do I have gun still?
You can still access your gun, yes. You have disadvantage on attack rolls.
No, I don't, I think, because of a thing.
No, I don't.
Just no.
A bit like
Yeah,
earlier.
I
It's
can
like,
cast in melee without disadvantage because spell sniper.
Oh, that's with ranged spells, but because you're grappled, you have disadvantage on attacks and spell attacks anyway.
If you're being grappled by a thing, surely hitting the thing that's holding you is easier.
To be fair, I think restrained is the disadvantage. I think grappled means you don't get anything. So I'm being nice.
Hold on.
Luckily, what I'm doing is a saving
Grapple-
throw for them anyway.
Grappled is you
Oh, that's
can't move. Restrained is when you don't get anything.
Okay, grappled.
So says the
You have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler, and you can be moved. So,
Okay, so you have normal attacks against this person. But you said it's a saving throw anyway, so what is the saving throw?
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
disadvantage.
Okay. Grumble. 20?
Oh no, that does not beat it.
Oh no.
AC's 21, baby.
Double
Okay.
the damage. I'm just going to keep plugging this spell. It's great.
There's no damage, my dear.
Oh, but go on, do a little damage. For me. As a treat.
You some damage in a minute. It's fine. I cough up and I level the gun and I say, I'm not dying today. As I vortex warp him into my gun. Spins around very fast. I put in extra speed because I'm vengeful. And I'm going to shoot him down to where Moira is.
Make it
And where
like
Barbara is.
10 feet away from me so I can cast a ranged spell first.
Absolutely. Maybe 10, 15 feet.
I think Zemo just like points over there. It's like,
Awesome. So that means that automatically breaks the grapple on you then? Yep. Okay. So he hadn't pulled you closer to him, so you're not going to drop, so that's fine. But you... And he goes flying into the water. As soon as he touches the water, you watch as like this mucus begins to fall off of him, and the water begins to change to a cloudy green color.
Ew.
yes, go ahead. Okay.
Hera, you can see that visibility under there is very minimal now. You can't see anything.
Oh, just me and Hera down here, just floating under me mushroom, chilling.
Yes.
So my bonus action is involving Barbara,
Yay.
who is still strapped to Moira's back,
Yep. Backpack.
who will begin to flap incessantly, signifying turn me around.
Yeah, you can do that.
Objection to action.
Oh, and then there's a as Force Ballista is activated, and it is a ranged spell attack for 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Sweet, and that's 3d8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of force damage.
Force damage, nice. He takes the 19. You don't quite see what happens because it hits him as he hits into the water, so you can't see the damage. You know he's been hit by it, but you can't, because he's instantly covered over by water. You can't see how damaged he is.
Was that doubled? The 19?
Oh, that wasn't.
Yes, because it should be, because he's still got the grievous wounds up. I'm going to keep plugging it.
That's fine. There's a load of vampires on you.
Oh, I could control the undead. I've got my boys. My beautiful boys.
For my movement, I'm going to move back on the ledge. I'm going to stumble back on the ledge.
Okay.
Just to get some support, because I am dying.
As you stumble back from the ledge and you hit into a rock, one of the vampire spawns looks up towards you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Eyes on me. Eyes on me, sweetheart. Come on.
Is that the end of
you
your...
control them? You give them pet names.
Is that the end of your turn, Arcana?
It's the end of my turn.
He is going to use a legendary action, and he is going to swim away into the cloudy murkiness. You will get an opportunity attack with disadvantage against him, Moira.
Just want to get my hands on him. Sorry, this creature is annoying me.
Would Spirit Guardians have procced as soon as he dropped? As soon as
He was
appeared?
forcibly moved, so it wouldn't. He would need to start his turn there.
Yeah, it was this. It's fine. We'll do it when I get my hands on him. That is a 26 to hit.
With disadvantage.
Oh. It's a 26 to hit.
Yes.
13 radiant damage.
Doubled.
26 radiant damage.
Don't worry, this is going to drop at the end of my turn, so I'm going to stop
That's
yelling
fine.
doubled.
Is this concentration?
Mate, no.
Oh. I was going to say, you have a lot of concentration checks to make otherwise.
I'm a focused young lady. I'm really working hard on my studies.
Okay, yeah, so his legendary action is to swim away, and you now can't see him. So that makes it Moira's turn.
I would like to find him. Following that path. Using my hatred of this creature and my high passive insight about how lame he is. I want to find him.
Talia, you are the queen of making arguments for rule of cool. That was the worst one you've ever done.
Rude. Overruled before it was over.
Can you let me fall? I want to get home to Jackie and my...
Yes, Jackie, who she loves and wants to take care of, and they can have lunch.
Make me your choice of insight or perception as a free action to try and track where he is.
Perception. My insight's better. Ha, 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 ha. 22.
22. You think he's gone further back, closer towards where Nora is, but not towards Nora, following the sort of trail of the water, sort of
Bubbles.
the bubbles. Exactly,
The
thank
bubbles.
you. My bubbles. Any attacks against him will be with disadvantage.
That's fine. I can risk that. I want to cast Guiding Bolt at him and just desperately hope that I get the best roll of my life.
Okay, make me your attack roll, please.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
That's fine. One. Oh,
I don't think he has anything to do against that, to be fair.
okay, that would have been a nat 20. It is a 19, though. Plus. So on the die,
Ooh.
plus
Ooh.
13.
Ooh.
Yep, that's going to hit.
Ha! So I am casting this at level 7.
Yes.
The 7th level, which is 10 d6. So I don't get it doubled as 20. I don't
No.
get it doubled again to make it 40, but 20 is still a lot.
vulnerability, so you double the damage.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, she's doing dark magics here. This is the back of the book where they're like, do not cast this.
That's not a 6. I can't count. I pulled up a 10 for some reason. 4. 5. I have another 6 around somewhere and I've lost it. Oh no, I pulled it. Okay. 26. 52 points of radiant damage.
Wow.
And then I'm going to carry on, stalking up to him and stab him.
You're in 20 foot of water.
I'm fine.
She's the Pope.
Do you have a swimming speed?
I can make it. I have 35. I can make it.
So that'll be halved.
Spider climb
That's for climbing. It's not for swimming.
through the water.
Spiders can run across. No, we're not talking about them, but
You're lucky that you're a
Sorry.
Dampier and not a vampire, because you'd be taking acid damage from being in flowing water.
Just let me make it, Josh. Just let me stab him.
You don't get to him, unfortunately, not this round anyway.
we hear the bubbling under. It's like,
Friendship ended with Josh. Josh is now my target. I don't care about this creature.
oh, you've got a mortal enemy.
Like I said,
not
this is a
just-
very intelligent creature.
No. Just let me do a thing.
This is also happening in world.
Why do you hate me specifically?
yeah, you
There
let
could
me
be
cast my
arguments for
broken
Amaryllis,
spell.
and there could also be arguments for Arcana, and there could also be arguments for
No,
for Nora.
you hate me.
Hera, I keep getting the name wrong, but I've given her a large mushroom.
Hera's done nothing wrong.
Harris is just having a delightful day.
I don't have a bow. I am just.
If I have a little platform, if you need to get on a little platform.
I got onto the platform and jumped on him with my movement.
Cute.
The platform's in the other direction to where he went.
Can I get? Are there any bodies? Can I get on a body and
yes,
jump?
there are bodies.
There are bodies, there are skeletons that have sort of
I would
floated
like
to the
to get
surface.
on a body and physically, I know where he is now. I've cast guiding bolts.
He's got a guide. He's got like an outline around him because of the guiding bolt sort
I
of effect.
want to jump to him and stab him.
Make me an athletics check.
I will.
Let's see if you can jump the 60 foot to get to him.
That's my second nat 20. What I was looking
I
for.
will allow
Pray-
you to jump towards him
Praise Kalemvor.
Guys,
and use your hasted action to attack him.
thank you. Okay. Oh,
Nothing, Nora.
if this is all I do and nothing else, this is all I need.
It is with disadvantage still.
It's not because I guided
It's
bolt
with
him.
it's with disadvantage, but because of the guiding bolt, it will just be a normal roll.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't want to rain on the parade, but I'm not sure haste is still up. I took a lot of damage.
Well,
Roll.
you rolled your concentration check and passed, and then you just dropped to 1 hit point. You didn't actually take the damage; you just dropped.
Oh. Good to know there's a difference.
Didn't feel the pain, so not distracted by it, I guess.
I mean, I can drop it if you want. That would mean that Moira wouldn't get anything of what she's just done.
Josh, do you really want to do that?
Do you want to
I will
incur
find-
Talia's wrath?
Talia will
I was
find
just
where you
making
live.
sure everything was above board. That was all.
No, that's fine.
Evie's playing a fair game, and Evie is not Talia's mortal enemy.
Evie will never be my mortal enemy.
And that's
Me, on
on
the other hand.
recording.
26 to hit.
26 will hit.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That is 13 points doubled to 26 points of radiant damage as I am now standing on this creature.
How much? Sorry.
26 points of radiant damage. I am standing on him.
Okay, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw for thingy.
Spirit
Guardians, Spirit
Spirit
Guardians,
Guardians.
because you've moved within his thing.
Yes.
Disadvantage.
He failed that.
This is the best day of my life.
She's Mercurial, the Pope. She just...
I don't know why. I really just don't like this guy.
I mean, he did absolutely destroy your family, erased some of your friends from existence, and turned Amaryllis into an arch hag, and basically changed the entire timeline. So I can understand why you hate him so much.
Imagine specifically 5, 10, 14, 18, 22, 44 more points of radiant damage. I am just glowing.
Oh,
Good to see your holiness.
My sword is in him and I am stabbing him and I am on top of him.
Amazing. Yes, he did not like that. As you stab into him and he begins to sink deeper into the water. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Keep stabbing. I feel like I've probably done a lot of things already.
Definitely done action, and hasted action, and moved.
Yeah. I don't have any other bonuses. I am not really technically touching him.
Definitely not, no.
I think it's my boots and my sword, so I'm just there.
Yeah.
I have worked out now that I can touch people with my feet, so that's going to be a whole new board game for me when I come this.
Okay.
No, with my boots on. But I can do like toe touches now with people. Rather than handshakes or hugs. I can.
We just kick shins now.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. At the end of Zimoira's turn, he is going to take a legendary action, and he's going to fire Eye Beam at you, Zimoira.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is there actually anything we can do? Because these aren't a spell. These aren't an attack. Is that?
No.
And we can't defend against them. We can't avoid them. There's literally nothing we can do against these.
No, unfortunately not.
The magic field on the ant. Yeah, but...
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay, I'll do my best. Which die likes me? Probably not. 18.
18. Unfortunately, you feel your body begin to
No, you
lock
don't.
up.
Reaction. Roll again.
Roll again.
Someone is finally within reach for me to use a reaction. So there's a chronal shift as Nora tinkers with time. You get another go.
Unfortunately, that was worse.
Ah, all right.
You feel your body begin to lock up as you are currently restrained. You will make another save at the end of your turn. If you fail it, you are petrified.
Oh.
That makes it Amaryllis' turn. Amaryllis, you are currently being nibbled on by 5 vampiric abolithic spawns.
So one of them looked up, and I said, no, keep your eyes on me. What's the... Again, I'm going to ask this, Josh, just so it can speed up some stuff. What's the intelligence of these spawn?
11.
Interesting. Oh, that is very good. I look into the eyes of the one. I was like, and I sort of like look into the one who looks at me, and I was like, hey, what's going on? I mean, you don't want to do this, really, do you? Can it make a charisma saving throw, please?
Is it a charm condition?
No, it's Amaryllis.
It's Amarilla. So is it a charm condition, Tom?
No, I'm controlling the undead.
Necromancy.
Charisma saving throw. That's an 18.
Meets it, beats it, unfortunately.
Okay.
As I just go, as I look into it, and I'm like, oh well, that's just like jaw cracks a bit. I'm like, oh, that's vexing. Looks at the camera. It's almost like you were preparing something for about maybe half an hour, and then that didn't really work out. Oh well. Yeah, I just that's annoying. I think this is hubris again, folks. I keep saying I need to be humbled. I cast a spell on that horrible squid guy, and now these guys are just going to chew on me. Yeah, and the fun thing is that I can't summon the undead because that would take a minute, and I don't have a minute. I could have gone and summoned those fishermen, but ethically it wasn't right. And this is the difficulty of being a necromancer. You need to be given the bodies with enough prior warning, and to go and even as I'm saying this, and the noise comes from my pack, and I'm like, I'm sorry, W, we just don't have time for this. Oh, well. I just sort of readjust my dressing, and I go, well, what would they normally say? Buy a girl drink first? I don't know. Come on, lads, let's keep it going. Yeah, I guess that's technically... I can't do a bonus action. I can't disengage. I think, actually, if they're going to focus on me, that's not bad. These four can work on that. I'm fine, Yeah, basically, I'm just sort of saying that's...
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to take another legendary action, and he is going to move away from Zinmoya, who is restrained currently.
The spell drops on him because it's the end of my turn.
Okay, you will get an attack of opportunity against him with disadvantage, Zinmoya, because you can still do that. But you begin sinking as well.
That's fine. I don't breathe. That is not with disadvantage. 24?
24 hits.
Okay. Need 14 points of radiant damage.
Lovely. Takes that as he moves away from you and disappears off into the murkiness.
I've also been realising I could have been adding blessed strikes onto everything for extra d8s, but hey.
Roll 3d8 for me, please.
Oh, I was just bemoaning. I wasn't asking for once.
It's fine. Roll 3d8.
13.
I've been mean to you, so I'm going to give you some night. I'm going to be nice to you in some way. Right. So that is the end of his legendary action. So that takes it to Hera's turn.
Okay. I'm going to bob my head above water. Can I see him?
Unfortunately not. No, he's underwater.
He's not glowing at all. I can't see him.
No.
I can't see him. I can't do that.
You do hear lots of nom 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 nomming coming from behind you.
I know. that was my second. That was my second card. Okay. If I can see my little witchy friend getting nom nom dom, how far away is that, please?
From where you are currently, that is 25 foot.
Oh, cool. It is a 120-foot range. Okay. I would like to cast Sickening Radiance, which is a 30-foot radius. So if I can get it on a point where it hits the nom-nommers, and not my friend. Can I do that?
The nom-nommers are on your friends. So you could hit some of them.
Yeah, I could burn their backs, right?
Yeah, you can hit some of them without hitting Amaryllis, but you won't be able to get all of them without hitting Amaryllis. You can hit 3 without getting really.
Okay.
That's fine. Because if I can convince this very ugly child boy to... anyway, yes, kill them all.
I'm just reading the spell, beg your pardon.
You're all
No
good.
problem.
Okay. Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's 3 con saves that I shall do now. I rolled a natural 20 on one of them for a 23, and then I got a 22 and a 20.
Oh, hang on.
Why can't I get those rolls anywhere else?
It doesn't say anything about if it doesn't get half or anything. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or start of its turn, that creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take. Yeah. So, okay, I didn't hurt anybody, but there's a radiance there when they start their turn or if they move into the light, then they'll get damaged.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, and that's a concentration spell for you.
Yes, it is.
Cool. Right.
A bit shit, Zoz.
Hey, no, if it's
Right, it's something.
Something.
Is that it on your turn?
I'll go back underwater. Can't do bug and roll.
He is going to use his final legendary action to fire another eye beam at Zinmoya.
Leave her alone.
Because Nora is too high up to do it too. Which is going to be a 4. So, could you make me a Constitution saving throw, please? Zinmora.
Oh, that's an actual one.
Oh dear. Okay, so you are. I mean, what I rolled isn't really going to affect you at the minute because you're currently restrained, but you'll still take the damage. You are going to take 6, 14, 18 points of necrotic damage.
Halved.
Which you halved. And your speed is halved. You can't take reactions, and you can either take an action or a bonus action on your turn, not both.
How does that work if I'm hasted?
Then you can still take a hasted action, but you can only do either an action or a bonus action on your turn.
Either action, or action, bonus action, but not
Basically, yeah. Yeah, and that lasts till the end of your next turn.
Okay. Next turn. I can't move anyway, so it's going to be action or action plus bonus action.
So we go to the top of round 3, and Nora, it is your turn.
Cannot see it.
Can't see him under the water currently.
But Zimoira is within 20 feet of me.
Yes, and is sinking, so is falling out of your view as well, but hasn't fallen out of your view yet.
How thick does the water, not thick, but like how cloudy does the water look? Does it feel like if I were in the water with the thing, I'd be able to see it?
If it was close enough to you, yes.
I don't have a swim speed. I can't move underwater. Bear with.
I was about to tell you something then, but Nora doesn't know it. And Moira can't talk.
Nora knows lots of things. You don't know what
Nora
she knows.
knows lots of things.
I will say, because this is fair, because Moira knows this tactic and Moira is a tactical genius, that from the first fight that Moira had against this thing dove in the water, would jump out to make it attacks, and then dive back in again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we definitely talked tactics beforehand.
So you would know that tactic.
Yeah.
That's one of its tactics that it does.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to... The problem is it's always underwater when it's my turn.
Yes.
So it's like a waste of resources to wait for it to resurface on someone else's turn. So that's what I'm just trying to wrangle with.
Yeah. Holding action's a thing as well.
No, but that's the point, is that wastes my reaction. My reactions are actually more useful than my actions.
Oh yes, because of the chronology.
So I don't want to be using my reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nora is going to swear profusely under her breath that this thing has dove onto the water where she cannot see it yet again. Sort of scrabble to the edge of the ledge that she's on, see where Zinmoira is, and I'm going to aim for... I've got a range of 90 feet. So how high above the water level am I? I'm 20 foot above the water level now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to end up being 70 foot below the water level. She kind of points and mutters some words, and again picks a bead and throws it down. It zooms past Zinmoira. But I think whilst technically you shouldn't see where it appears, because it'll be 70 foot under the water. But I'd like to think it's sort of everyone sees it dropping in and splashing. I'm going to throw this to Josh. Josh, what does it look like as the Megadoris with Tinker and Tot and Dree and sassy and curiosity appears
How big is it?
as a summoned construct.
Gigantic. It's like...
I mean, well, it has to be medium mechanically.
Okay, they shrunk it down. They broke down pieces just to fit into the vein.
Well, they were small, weren't they?
They were small. They
the
were small.
Modrons, yeah.
Just little buds.
Yeah.
We'll make it large for the hell of it, for the sake of for the sake of how big was it? Was large, wasn't it? Originally,
The Megadoris was large to fight the Nonaru.
Was it kaiju fight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a kaiju fight.
yeah. So we'll keep it at large because that's doing a disservice to the Dorises. But yeah, I mean the water level is currently at 20 foot. It's not at 60 foot yet. At 40 foot, sorry. It's not at 60 foot yet. So you can see just on the cusp of the edge of the water the spherical form of something under the water. You can't quite see what exactly it is, as though.
Oh no, I'm imagining them sort of like Hellpod Helldiver again. So just like out of the ether, and they're just kind of like vroom, splash, just passes in Moira.
Da, 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 da. Splashes into the water as it just sort of flies out everywhere. Hera,
Thank
you are
you.
whoa under the water.
Ah!
I can only keep them here for a minute. Hopefully they can do something. And they, the Megadoris is going to continue going down. They've got a speed of 30 feet. So if they've arrived 70 foot
Yep.
below the water, did they
on
find
the
it?
floor. They're on the base of the floor, but do you want them to attack, or you just
Yes.
want them to see? Make me an attack roll disadvantage.
Okay. This is going to be...
Or
they
snaps.
get 2. Spell attack modifier. Okay. So that's going to be an 18 and a 15.
18 and 15. As they go to attack, the Dorises like almost grab onto it as it's swimming around, but they just miss. But they know where it is currently.
Right. Okay. So neither of those hit.
Neither of those hit, no. But I will give you for free with the, hell diving in and going for the attack so they can see the form moving around for this particular turn. So
I mean, I don't think I can communicate telepathically, but I feel like surely Dree would be communicating some kind of song or something to describe where this thing is.
Well, absolutely.
100%, yeah.
Evie, what song put you right on it?
Okay, as we dive in, you just say, and hey, Macarena, hey!
Nice. It's just like it's over there, it's over there, it's over there, it's over there.
Matt is doing the Macarena, and Nora's like, no, focus.
Why we missed? We were doing the moves.
I said to hit it. You were brought here to do one job.
I'll hit it with my best shot. Let's run.
Your best shot failed.
Oh.
No, I feel bad now.
Don't bully your friends.
Is that the end of your turn, Nora?
That is, I believe, yeah, that's action. I don't have a bonus action I can use here. That's it for the moment.
Okay, so we come to Mordecai's turn, and he is going to jump out of the water within 20 feet of you, Nora. He is going to fire 2 I-beam blasts. One is going to go for Hera. Actually, no. Yes, one will go for Hera, who is in the thing. So if it's going to hit the mushroom, basically. And the other one will go for Arcana. Because Moira is underwater.
Okay.
So for Hera, that's a 2. And
Wait, is this
Here
an
is
attack?
not here.
Hera, sorry.
Is this an attack?
No, this is the eye blasts.
Hang on.
They're not attack rolls.
Not attack rolls.
No.
And they're not spells.
Is it Oh no, it is an attack roll. It's not an attack roll or a spell.
No.
Okay.
So, can the can you just, Scarlet? Can you just roll me a d20, please? Because this hits mushroom, not you. And then Arcana.
Mushroomy friend.
Arcana, can you roll me a Constitution save, please?
16.
Okay. The mushroom stops moving as it is now paralyzed.
Oh.
18?
18 is exactly what you needed. So you are actually, is it what you needed? No, it's not what you needed. Sorry. You are restrained now. You make another save at the end of your turn. If you fail it, you will become petrified. Right. So as this eye beam hits into you, your body begins to lock up, and you can see elements of your clothing begin to turn to stone.
Wait, actually, can you, Nora's going to, wait, oh no, you're not within 30 feet, are you?
Arcana's not, no.
Ah, okay.
I
And
wouldn't have
then,
been able to shield this, would I?
no, because it's not an attack roll against you.
Cool.
And then its third tentacle is not going to be an eye ray, but it's going to be a tentacle attack against Nora.
Hang on.
So
no.
this is an attack roll.
This is
Hang
an
on.
attack roll.
Hello.
Oh,
Yes,
wait,
hello.
wait.
Hang on. I can flash of genius.
Yes,
Yes.
you can.
So
I can
you
flash
would
of genius to add 5.
Yep. So that means you will succeed. So you are not restrained. So you're fine.
Yay!
I
So-
love being a genius.
That is
Yes.
22 to hit Nora.
This is an attack roll.
Attack roll, yes.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okey-dokey. That is 19.
Does anyone have silvery but no. Oh no, I can't. Yes. Chronal shift. Roll it again.
That is a 17.
Fails.
Now we use legendary resistance.
Then he does not vanish.
Okay, so this attack against you is going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And 15 points of necrotic damage, and you're grappled by him.
Doesn't matter. I'm down.
Oh.
Doris disappears.
And with that, I think that's a good place for us to end tonight's session. But just before we end, as Zimoira hits the bottom of the sort of the bowl bit where the water's filling up, able to breathe underwater and is a vampire anyway, so doesn't need to breathe underwater, you feel this rush of water begin to sort of flow past you, and you're pointed in the direction where you can see there's some small cracks in the wall, and water is flowing through it, trickling through it slowly. That is where we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We've been Roll Together RPG. If you like what you've seen, we do this stuff on Mondays from 6 p.m. UK time. Join our Discord and follow us on social media to find out what we're doing, when we're doing it, and how we're doing it. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. We love them. They are the best. You can join them from as little as $1 of your local currency per month, or 1 goat, which must be sent to Tom for a variety of different reasons.
Necromancy.
We are going to go, and we shall see you all next time. Bye.